Alrighty, welcome everybody back to another bi-weekly, this time the number 34 post-Evo style. And well, it's a little bit with an unfortunate side that we had to delay the special Outplayed edition. So of course that one is still on the horizon for anybody interested. And I did see some pretty cool names sign up for that. And hopefully those people still have time available. But now we're focusing on the here and speaking of here, I am joined by Ray. How have you been?
Man, I've been doing good, man. A bit of a long day, but at the end of it all, we got some Blaze Blue on the day. To end it out. I'm happy. You happy?
Some banger Blaze, but always a pleasure. And there's some very nice names that we're seeing in here. I think for me, standout one was let me see, where do you go? Yeah, Dullahan or
Yeah, he's
Dullahan.
been
So
he's been
nice to see.
doing pretty decent runs. Also, like a pretty rare Hawkman. We don't see that many of those anymore.
Exactly. So it's always a pleasure to see that character roam these streets, and of course many other notable names in between. Something actually that cropped up to me that was a little interesting in our intros was that I think the current headhunter still lists Nessica, but that guy kind of bounced, which was kind of unfortunate to see, taking a bit of an indefinite hiatus from finding games in general. So it's kind of going to leave the open air question of how will we move forward with headhunters. I assume it's just going to take over whoever wins this one. So
Exactly.
That would make sense. Yeah.
yeah, so the crown is open. I think it's going to be an interesting open season as we're sort of in the new post old head era where it's kind of anyone's game now, I guess.
All the old heads did a tournament and just killed themselves like at Evo, which is I'm so surprised that there was actually a side bracket for BlazBlue at Evo. Do you know who was running that? I think Sly Goose was there.
Yeah, I believe it was also Kaiser was responsible. It was just a community action.
That's cool.
But it's nothing like officially from the Evo side of things, because from what I understood with Evo was they packed up Sly Coops. Okay, yeah. Shout out to Sly Coops for that. So Evo kind of just packed it up with all their setups after the event was done. So like when a bracket was done, so it's like, okay, Strive is finished. They packed it up. So there was just empty tables, and that's prime spot for everyone to just slam down their own setup and do what they like. And there was a significant congregation of BlazBlue enjoyers for a side bracket to actually be run.
I love that. I love that. It reminds me how like a couple of years ago at Brussels, we just pulled up, was like, yo, there's like no setups here. And it's like, good thing Drave always brings his trusty laptop with BlazBlue on it.
Yeah, exactly. If I think the thing is though, like if you want to see BlazBlue as part of Evo, they did announce the whole like bring your own community side thing. Yeah, and I know that Rex tried to get his in to be able to host Exert and CF, but I think he jumped on it a little too early, where they were still in the whole like establishing phase and things were moving rather slow, at least communication-wise, outside of the Evo org itself, which kind of led Rex to be frustrated and give up on the notion. So for next year's one, if y'all want to see some BlazBlue action at Evo, I think definitely keep your eyes peeled for the bring your own community tweet. And I guess if Sly Coops is around or some other figurehead who's willing to put themselves out there for that, definitely give it a shot. I think unfortunately CF might not be the strongest representation in France, but there's more than enough of us in EU who are interested in traveling for some good ass BlazBlue.
For sure. And just want to say just shout outs to people like Rex, like people who actually decide to put their boots on the ground and actually like host these types of things. We need more people like that. But that's gonna be it for the preamble. We're gonna be moving on to our first match between George and Dylan, and George is on his Kokonoe arc. Which it is interesting. He's got enough of the Ragnar. He wants to play something cheap. Wait a minute.
No. It's still cheap. It's still cheap. It's still cheap.
Cheap as in like bargain price, right?
Yeah, it's a little bit of a Fisher Price character, that's for sure, but definitely has his own grime and holy Terumi games.
What do you mean he has 7,000 games? What the hell?
I mean, it's a multiple number, but I'd like to believe. The thing is, it's like Terumi is a very addicting character to play. I even felt trapped to it for a short while, where I was pressing some buttons on Terumi. But like, you quickly learn to just distance yourself from the character when glaring neutral problems consistently rear its ugly head on them.
Yeah, I remember. I like gave Terumi like a quick shot, like trying to bring up a beginner because they were kind of have like a Terumi matchup. So I was like, cool. I'll learn Terumi in like 10 minutes, see where it goes. Holy crap, that character like sometimes you just get a hit. It's like, what do I get?
Hey, do you have meter? It's like, yeah. Okay, you get 2.8.
Good. Enjoy this meter penalty.
Yeah.
Anyway,
so far, you can kind of see a little bit of that in the fact that George does try to put himself out there on the neutral, but it's Hakumen we're talking about. This character is all about controlling space.
Yeah, those stray hits from Hakumen definitely add up quickly, and he's able to just protect his space. Oh my god, JD just whiffs. Wait, we got a little hit. His strongest Oki 2A.
Oh, yeah, I felt that one, but a little too high there, unfortunately. Ending back into the spaghetti, and this is the last place you want to be against Terumi, right? Stuck in the corner. This is finally the space that the character can kind of shine a little bit and pretend it's a real BlazBlue character for a moment.
Ooh, the delay on Goran, but doesn't get the pickup. Routes into the only Gatling from 6A, so that's an easy block from George. No pickup after. Still 3k, decent damage for Terumi.
Going for the corner
that said, though, like, while Terumi does have a lot of problems that he has, like, in the neutral or in the straight hits, sometimes, he just gets a hit and it's like one of the decent ones and it has OD and it's like, unleash the 7k, but,
I mean, it's essentially the bullet factor where, like, the players are really willing to put up with just such, like, an underwhelming performance from a character, but they get that. They're just really juicing for that one hit, like that one good fatal counter or that one weird hit that you're not supposed to get, but when you do get it, it's like an unscaled Giga Starter, and then they just full on cash out and like, haha, I got you with the funny.
Yeah, there's definitely the Timmy players of fighting games. Like, I just want to land this one thing and I don't care. Oh no!
Oh no!
Please tell me I've been ejected.
Well, we all been ejected.
Most people in the lobby
failed to match.
Oh no! What do we know what was actually happening?
It was a DDoS attack. Yes, over multiple days, and they didn't send garbage packages, but packages that were hardly to distinguish from the normal packages. So the tool Steam and the other systems are using didn't really get a hold on it.
Yeah.
And it was they broke the record, the biggest DDoS so far. And I have a black screen.
Me too. They failed to join again.
I saw the loading icon. Are they?
No, they're both in the lobby.
No, okay, they're both out. Try one more time, and then maybe I host the lobby again. We'll see.
Thing is that, like, as far as the connection goes, like, the lobby is just, you just send one request there or something, right? To just be in the lobby. The actual matchmaking is between them too, right?
Yes.
I'm no network engineer, but
it's P2P.
Yeah.
And again,
it seems to be repeating itself. Damn.
Okay, I'm gonna ask them to try off stream, and we just host the next match. And if that doesn't work, we will have to figure something out. This is the first one for us.
Okay, that is very unfortunate, but yeah, let's try that. So they're gonna play off stream, see if they can get it done. Meanwhile, yeah, we're gonna move on to our next match, which is gonna be Neptunio and Joaquin. Joaquin's a new name for me, at least. Do you know?
Yeah, I was. I don't really know entirely, but I was briefly talking to Hoon about it, and to his understanding, is a fairly recent player. He's gotten the Hoon seal of approval, as in, yeah, pretty good player. I think he forgot to disclose what character he plays, so that will be interesting to see. But facing off against Neptune, who been a while, at least since I've seen him be on the stream. Oh, Tsubaki.
Okay, it's joking on Tsubaki. Oh yeah, I think that's what I saw. He was pinging checks with a bunch of like stuff in the Discord asking questions. Okay.
Okay, yeah. Well, I guess it's a very welcoming present to the BBUO scene when you get to face off against a Neptune of all people.
I mean, bro, you say that. I was like, yo, let me bust out. Let me try this Ragnar champion for a minute. Like, I've been playing Azrael for 3 years. I want to play a character that can move. And my only matches were freaking Chrono and Bonanster. Let's just say I won 1 game out of. I think my Ragnar has 28 games right now.
Well, yeah, I guess at the cost of constantly teleporting through things and just hardcore secret. I mean, I think it's not only just a movement thing, right? Like, there's a lot more situations that Azrael can very easily bully his opponents in the corner, whereas Ragnar, well, you're playing very earnest vanilla BlazBlue against a roster of wild animals.
It's also just just bringing. I was like, yeah, I'm learning a new character. Yeah, sure, die. That's just how it is sometimes.
That's how it goes. Like, oh, you dare stray from the path of comfort.
But we try things. We see how it goes, and then our collective knowledge grows. Either way, joking 2,000 games. That's not bad.
I mean, game volume doesn't really indicate a whole bunch, right? Like,
True. Actually, that now you should mention it. I know a guy with like 10,000 games, and let's just say I don't think those 10,000 games were productive.
No, you can definitely waste 10,000 games. I for sure wasted my first 300 hours in this game.
All right, early reset. Purple throw not teched.
Welcome to the Neptune Tager.
You gotta learn today.
So hopefully Zhao Quinn is listening, and you're gonna have to control your sort of automatic response of teching against Tager, where a lot of the grime he sets up, you fall victim to because you teched.
Yeah. Sometimes it's fine to take that little bit of blue beat damage because it's already probably at the end of a combo. And it's just stuff like being ready for purple throws. Quick get up to SPD. That is dirty, bro.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay, DP's through the Sparkle. Okay.
Spark Bolt. Being a little patient. Definitely, I think the wave against Tager is you just gotta meaty him, right? He has his only reversal that he has is that 720. Technically, also the Magnatech wheel, but that's armored, so there's still some interactions that can happen. But of course, if you miss your meaty, you do get SPD'd, and that's sort of a risk that not a lot of players are comfortable with taking.
Yeah, and one of the things... Oh, nice tech. And one of the things that's difficult to get used to in BlazBlue, there's like so much variance. That almost didn't work out because Astral is usually burst safe. Like the Astral inbuild frames are like burst invul as well. But yeah, I was just saying that yeah, you want a meaty, but at the same time, BlazBlue is a game with a lot of variance on wake up. They can delay their tag, they can quick tag, they can roll and whatnot, and Neptune has been abusing that. Like, if you want a meaty, you're probably waiting for the flash on normal tag, so I'm gonna do quick get up and then throw you.
I'd agree, but there is definitely a very sort of automatic sequence you can follow that can first cover for things like no tech and rolls, and then you quickly follow it up into a meaty.
And just like you said, taking advantage of those like automatic response.
Yeah, I think it just like, because it's a very nice game where you can hold the tech, but then you get put in that situation. So
yeah, sometimes teching is not the best solution.
Yeah, here comes purple throw 1. Oh no, he's not. A little bit of restraint. Okay.
All right, Joe. If you just let go of the A button as being comboed, trust me.
RC for something else. Yep.
Oh no, not the nasty.
Tager timeout? Okay, no.
No, he messed up, I think there's just a lot of electricity. Oh, covers the backdash with the whiff cancels.
I'm surprised I was plus enough to not get SPD'd. Oh, we're looking for IBs here, trying to create a little window to try and churn out, but Zhao Quinn currently catching the roll, air dashing back, gets scooped up by the 6A.
Ooh, double jump to avoid the overhead. Okay. This is technically winnable, but that 720 and the overdrive is available.
Oh, regular throw, okay. Oh,
just
really
Sparkle for the
slide.
Yeah, did not low profile fast enough, got clipped by the spark ball. What? It is what it is. Sometimes you get the landmine round 1. That's fine. You got your chance and lose the side at least.
It's very funny that there are certain characters that rear their heads, and they're sort of canon event characters for people picking up Central Fiction, where they teach you some really core skills of the game, right? So you face your first Susanoo, and it's just immediately, hey, quick 6B, did you IB that? No. Okay, let me try it again. Did you IB? Did you do it? Not IB the second time? He doesn't know. Time to plus for them to death. So you quickly learn to IB against a character like Susanoo. Tager rolls around, and sort of the introductory sequence of the variable tech options afforded to you. And no, let's say we'll put Azrael in the ring there for teaching you how to do cross-up OS.
Yeah, I would also probably say Hibiki also falls into the, like, you know, learning not to hold the tech all the time, because otherwise you just die. You just perish against that character.
Yeah, they've definitely realized that there is more than just emergency tech in the air for you to try and escape situations. I think that's sort of the beauty of CF's defense, is that there's a lot of tools, but never one size fits all.
That's for sure.
Type
like
of tool. So
every time I pick up like a different game to try out, I'm just like, damn, I wish I could delay tech right now. I wish I could roll right now. Like, you know, it's just like sometimes, especially like if you play something like XR, right? Everything is a hard knockdown. There is variance in timing, but it's the same timing for the character every single time. It's just like, congrats, you're blocking a projectile.
It's true, but at least to defend Exert's side, which is a rare thing you'll get out of me, is that air attacking is very strong in that game. Just the input stream to get off of it makes up more. So the fact that you have to convert into the ground, and it's simply just that projectile Oki has no answer other than like blitz in the game, and that's just going to be the way of it. And people realize that pretty quick. Like, hey, any character that has reliable projectile Oki, you could consider them on the higher tier because of just how strong it is. It's just this disjointed
going into it.
Yeah, it's just this disjointed sequence where they're forced to hold for a bit so you can set up your next thing. And in a game where people play like they got bombs strapped to their chest, that's a very powerful tool to have.
I mean, when you can just, you know, tech in the air and then have invul on your falling button, like, you know, why wouldn't you do it?
Yeah, and then you come
that's sort of like
30 frames.
Yeah, that's sort of like punishing you for not doing it properly. But like, yeah, when you're on the receiving end, like, I still don't know how to deal with it. Like, how do I route correctly so that like I can get a knockdown, because you mess up slightly and then like tech JS and it's like, ah!
Yeah, I mean, there are certain characters they just simply don't have a knockdown, but it's intentional because they could, for example, Zado has no way to get a knockdown from the air, but that's okay because you just set up Eddie Shark, and if they try to tech buns, they get counter hit by that and vaporize.
That's fair.
But anyways, we talked earlier about the canon event that is Susanoo. We can see that Kakyu is here ready to rumble. And we're just waiting on High Axel, I believe, to hop on in. So that's going to be Bang versus Susanoo. Sorry, Susanoo versus Bang, respectively.
Yeah, I don't think High Axel is going to bust something else out, but though I do think he has a couple of other characters. I've seen a couple of clips with him around. But yeah, Kakyu, definitely one of the more defensive there, I say, more well restrained Susanoo's. Because, like, you know, you mentioned the canon event of, like, just +4 people to death. He just plays with a little bit of respect, I feel. Definitely one of my favorite Susanoo's to watch, so I hope we get to see a good time. High Axel, though, he is a guard point enjoyer. That's how I see him.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely something you'll see in sort of, let's say, above average levels Central Fiction, is that some people will really gravitate to a certain tool set of a character and try to find ways to optimize that. This is me putting it generously. Sometimes I think with the likes of Bang guard point, you kind of just have to keep pressing it without a care for the exact situation that's happening, because the apprehension and the process of thinking where you try to evaluate whether or not it's good to press the drive will have you lose out on the actual window where it would work. Whereas simply just going for it,
you definitely develop a feel for it.
Yeah. I suppose. Like, you see enough sequences fly by that you know, like, oh, if they're going for this, I can use my drive here.
I mean, it is in fact bang in the end. So overall, I do think Bang probably can dictate the pace of the match with the nails, but those will only last so long. And Susanoo is a big, healthy boy, so that's a lot of hits he needs.
I think for the most part, right, it's definitely about making an entry there with nail, because sadly for Susanoo, right, he doesn't have the greatest mash out tools. A 7-frame normal at his fastest, and then a 5-frame special that you have to mash on one of your slowest buttons to activate.
Yeah,
it means that like using the nail just to convert into your pressure sequence is very ideal for a character like Bang.
And of course, if Hyaxel can get started, like, you know, Akaki will have nothing to work with in terms of, like, you know, getting getting even the option to match the orb. Still no DP either.
I mean, the unlocks aren't too bad, right? We have at least one conversion tool / a mix-up, and another very heavily damaging sequence. But of course, you can see that Hyaxel is giving no space to Akaku to get anything started.
Yeah, he just doesn't let him breathe at all. Ooh. And that's corner. The sand kick, not the best thing. Messes up the fuzzy too. Level 2 tackle.
Sand kick is it leaves that really interesting plus situation, but also if he was slightly closer to the corner before, he could have possibly used the sand kick to convert into like a very nice combo that unlocks you DP, your spin dash, and your ground viper.
Interesting. Tries to OD through it. That's a sword. Oh. He just sent it full screen. Okay. Maybe he was expecting a 6A as well.
Yeah.
Oh, tries to intercept with a JA spin. Guard break, but that's mid-screen, so not much out of it. Finds the 2D. Gonna get Akaki to this corner and get some poison in. Yeah, this is good damage, actually.
Full unlock to go with it as well, so that means that the full tracking command grab super is on the table. However, using the RC there to set up. Oh my goodness!
Excuse me? Surely that was wake up super, right? You played this character. Surely that was wake up super.
That was gap. That was gap. That was awesome.
To be fair, 60 does hit right above him. They made it so his combos are consistent or something, but okay.
I mean, if you can weaponize it as the anti-air that it is, you can have a really good time. Oh my goodness, that JD working as an anti-air there for Hyaxel, now converting Akaki all the way to the corner. The full seals on the table. The DP baited, getting that quick punish. Not gonna be the greatest starter, but you know, damage is damage, and you're happy with that. Oh no, a little bit of an error.
Oh yeah, misses the 6C. Right, I guess the start. Bank pressure is so funny sometimes because he's just doing 50 resets in your face all the time.
Yeah, 50 resets followed by an unseeable command grab. Awesome. Okay, nice little frame trap there.
You're dead. Oh, it doesn't have the. Oh wait, still managed to link 2D. Yeah, didn't realize the spin was level 2. All right.
First game said he was dead, but he didn't see the spin too.
I was like, he's gonna build 100. Oh wait, he's not building 100.
Thankfully, he lost that aspect of Terumi when merging into Susanoo.
God, imagine if
I still had the meter gain. Oh my goodness.
Round start 5B builds 50 in the middle of it or something. I mean, next time, you know, 6C RC into 2. Oh.
Ooh, wow, that 5. Whoa, Guilty Gear Strive?
Yeah, the J counter hit slow down. Oh no, yeah, both players are feeling it.
What the?
This is just a connection crapping out. Like, it's somebody's having a bit of an unstable time.
I wonder who it is though. I don't think we had issues with Akaki before, but I think we have seen him once or twice with Akaki. But that's pretty rare.
Okay. Disconnected. Oof.
Ah, yeah.
Oh wait, Hyaxel. I don't know if Hyaxel's gone. I don't know if he alt-F'd forward or something else. Lithuanian connection. We'd love to see it.
Stop blaming everything on my home country. Where is this coming from? I swear to God. Like, I mentioned it once, and all of a sudden everyone's talking about it.
I must have missed something because I remember I only asked you where you were from because somebody asked me to inquire.
Because of Misha, yeah. But it's like, then somebody said, "Oh yeah, you mentioned you're Lithuanian." I was like, yeah, cool. Then we're talking about retirement ages or something. It's like, yeah, whatever. And all of a sudden, now it's everywhere.
Wait, people talk about Lithuanian retirement ages? What?
Yes, because for some reason, okay, like I'm only saying what I've seen on Discord. I haven't actually looked into it myself, but apparently, men's retirement age is like 2 months later than women's. Make it make sense.
I guess archaic system, I suppose. Forgot a little oopsie there, but.
That's 60 was Sword Super. Not own it. That 60 was Gap.
No, wait, Hoon, delete the message. Delete the message. It was Gap. Nope. We gotta keep the Susanoo agenda running. That was pure Gap.
Axel moved to Lithuania. What the hell? Wait a minute. I'm heading back home for Christmas. You telling me I need to pack my stick?
Hang out with Axel.
Finally, locals.
Oh my god, locals, fine. I mean, there are some locals in Lithuania, but not for BlazBlue. It's mostly for Granblue.
You can be the change or something. I don't know.
Bro, I can barely make anything happen in Leeds, and that's an hour away from here.
No, but we know that Central Fiction is more of an East Europe type game.
Ooh, run up 6C counter hit too. Too low for the JD, just matches 2D right after. Bunka punished that. 5A starter though.
Ooh, hold on. I like the routing, a little saucy. Has a level 3 dash, just setting up for the meaty throw here. I think
my 5A punish still hits 3K.
I feel like he could have done a bit more. Just how confident it is. I mean, it's more so just a testament how good the super is at just killing people, especially when you have the God Press part of it unlocked. Bang without permanent Furin comes on. Goddamn Drave. Ooh, what a block.
Yeah, you block the 6D, and then you're like, oh wait, my character cannot punish it.
Well, it's also a thing of like, it's not a bad. Yeah, I mean, it's not just a bang thing. Like most characters can't punish the foot portion of the 6D when that.
Yeah, hits. The space 6D is only like -8, and he's very far.
Yeah. Ooh, B-nail.
Okay. Tries to fly with the poison nail. Still very healthy on nails, though he's only just now getting started on Akaku's health bar.
That was so funny. Yo, relax. Extending his like. Scooping up
oh my god, this guy! What did I say? Gotta get all 4 seals. OD.
Oh, there's overhead, but not able to find the conversion to 5A match. The OD timer ticking. Axel cannot burst out of this situation. Akaku is going to close it off 2-0 here in the end.
Damn. I bet we had a little bit of like technical issues in the middle of it, but we managed to pull that one through. But yeah, good showing by Akaku.
Let's see. Yeah, George and Dylan did manage to finish off their game offline, so gets just a little quirk of the system happening here. But you know, actually, I'm surprised. It's been a minute since we had Enigma on stream, who's going to be coming up next, facing off against Chakes.
Yeah, he told me he was going to go 0-2, and he already proven it wrong. Classic. Now the question is, Enigma's been developing a couple of characters. I'm afraid the era of Jin is over.
Mm-hmm.
But it's either Relius, which is he's definitely most confident, but like it might just also bust out the Susanoo if he feels like it. I wonder if. Because he's been having, it seems like he's been having a lot of fun optimizing the character.
He's been playing Susanoo.
A little bit, yeah.
Following in the footsteps of Fenrich. I see.
Wait, what do you mean? Like Fenrich picked Susanoo?
Yeah, I mean, we'll have to see in the long term, but like shortly after, like Brussels was kind of like a bit of a return for him to Central Fiction, and then he was playing it a bit online, and then. He was working on a Susanoo because he's like, I like CF, I like Jin, but my focus lies with Fatal Fury, so I can't really be doing Jin at its peak optimization where then it becomes a really strong character. So he needed a little bit of slop there for certain matchups where Susanoo comes in.
Not to mention, like, you know, it's just a good tournament character.
Oh, for sure. Like
you could just bulldoze through the lower ends of the bracket, like, you know, conserve your mental and then actually employ it later in the bracket.
I mean, for the most part as well, is like Susanoo's weakness is his early defense, right? So when he doesn't have any means to establish momentum, get his seals unlocked, we mentioned earlier that he has some of the slower normals for mashing out, but if you are very familiar with central fiction in the game, your rotation of defensive tooling is also on point, and you definitely have your IBs locked in. You can very easily cover for a lot of the pain points that is Susanoo. Some of these matchups, of course, that play around the fact that he doesn't have an instantaneous run is a little bit more of a challenge, but the more oppressive type matchups, you can for sure survive and find your pick your battles to then escape and completely take an arm from your opponent and run that momentum all the way back.
And yeah, it is actually going to be the Susanoo being locked in. All right.
Yeah, and I think for the most part, this kind of applies as one of those matchups where your defense is definitely going to help you a ton. And Tsubaki is also not too oppressive for Susanoo, right? Like, both of them have their mid-range tools to play around one another. So there are options for sure. It's going to be a question of, like, can you survive some of these mix-up strings?
Yeah, I don't know why Enigma's starting out with the zoning Susanoo, but it's gotten him cornered. DP is unlocked though, so he's able to represent it.
It's definitely rushing for that option, so I won't hate it, but if you have it, you're going to have to use it at some point, and he may be looking for that 50-meter mark. However, it does escape the corner and immediately trying to go for something off of the 6B. However, it was IB'd, and Jake's playing no games, deploys the DP to just clear out any follow-up option.
Ooh. Yeah, just not letting Enigma breathe at all. Like, even though he got that DP early, he has not shown it, like, at all. And I think he did try it. Like, he did do, like, a delay tech, which usually can be followed up by a DP as well. But yeah, not been working out for him yet. Okay, checks the orb. DP out once again available.
Yeah, the staircase was a little awkward. Could have gone for the JD, but that has imposed landing recovery on it. Oh, okay, hitting that. Ooh, interesting routing.
Yeah, I guess the overhead this time, though. Spin unlocks, so he's able to route into the knockdown.
And unfortunately, he's like just teetering around having Ground Viper, so that's keeping him away from some of the higher damage points of Susanoo combos.
Yeah, and meanwhile, Chunks is just completely fearless with the DPs as long as he has the meter.
Oh, okay, I like it.
A little bit of pillar zoning.
Yeah. I mean, 2-1-4B, right? Spin dash is very tricky to deal with, especially at level 2, because you can get that pillar, which can set you in a very plus situation to then transition into a pressure string. Or if your opponent really wants to press at you aggressively from the air, it's just an active hitbox that stands there for a while, so it can scoop them up when they least expect it.
Yeah. Also, it's about the size of Mount Pisa. Mount Pisa. What is it? Leaning Tower of Pisa. There you go. Jesus Christ.
A big pizza wheel. I see you.
All right. Nice. Calls out the rebuy. Too far for the 6D.
I mean, I was going to have to be a crush trigger route regardless. Didn't have a spin dash where the 6D would have been very nice to combo into. Oh, yeah, clear the corner. That's not the 4D. Backdashing away, just looking to create a bit of space to unlock sword.
All right, now he's got the big range sword. I wonder how he's going to be using it though, because he seems pretty content with just staying at range against Tsubaki.
Yeah, good RC.
That.
The corner steal into the astral. I can't hate it. It's optimal. It gets the job done straight away.
It is optimal. If the burst was available on Enigma's side, it would have been like, it would have been like, it would have come out before you even realized what happened.
Exactly. It's tricky for sure. Like, I don't know how long Enigma has been on the Susanoo. Yeah, I mean, being around the 600 game mark means that it's a fairly fresh character, and you could see some of the like beginner pitfalls for people that start with Susanoo glare here for a bit, but of course with due time and optimization, like you say, that he's investing in, you can really, I'm sure you can really make this character shine.
Not for real. Like he's been doing all like, yo, if I want to route into like these type of things, like, you know, I can punch that from this type of like, you know, opener and whatnot. So optimization is all well and good, but I'm of the camp of simplifying the routing to focus on the game.
That's fair. I mean, I think if you have like all your damage on point, or at least like you have your means of accessing consistent knockdowns, you know that in a situation where you do get a stray hit, somehow you can at least convert to some consistent damage without having to panic too. Great. Oh, where are you going?
What the hell? The banana sent him back in?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's just a general effect for the bananas, is that they will always send you in sort of in the direction they're facing. So, or like, no, they turn around. Okay, in the direction that Tsubaki casted them.
Okay.
So even though they turn around, they'll still push you the other way. It's a very, very freakish interaction, honestly.
Yeah, you thought you can jump over, and it's like all you did is you brought yourself to her. Oh my god, whiff cancels! Yippee. Ah! Alright, Burst of Enigma, he's angry.
Yeah, it's time to play. Right. Nice good blocks. Awesome. Trying to jump away. Unfortunately, not able to barrier block in time, holding the air blockable. And once again, Shakes has found to put Enigmas back towards the corner of the whiff cancels. Immediate jumping, and of course, swapping sides. But there's the anti-air, scoring a big, quick amount of damage, trying to bait something, dashes away. But the OD, if the catch with the Dictator slide, is now pushing damage as far as possible. The burst is so far away from Enigma. This is all going to be damage that he has to hold, and also be stuck at the knockdown situation. Has 50 meters to try something, but just gets hit by the meaty. And oh, the reset!
Is unable to make it happen. The Susanoo pick not working out for Enigma in my opinion, but that's gonna be 2-0 on the side of Chikes. Good showing. I could probably I want to call it like, you know, maybe even a masterclass on how to deal with Susanoo, just like, you know, just get in his face and don't let him breathe.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think like even if the character's not the wave at the moment, it's not a sign to give up, right? Just tough it out. It's a new character after all, and you're in unfamiliar waters, so you just need to tread through it and build up all that muscle memory to get it up to speed.
Yeah, and it's actually like a big test, I guess you could say, is like, you know, actually sticking it out, because your old character is gonna be calling with that the Green Goblin mask, bro.
Oh, true. It's like, oh, I'd win this shit if I was on Jin. Oh my god, I'd win this.
It's the same thing with new characters, the same thing with new controllers all the time. It's like every time you move out of your comfort zone, it's like, oh man.
Exactly.
Right. Who's this? Dennis? What name is that?
Dennis.
Dennis. You naughty boy.
Why are you using such a potty mouth on this child-friendly stream? How could you? Okay, no, we're playing Central Fiction. Be real.
Hey man, if this was English dubbed, then yeah, you could say this is a T-rated at least.
Oh no, I'm just saying that like there's just some interactions that happen in this game you could consider gore.
Oh god. I mean, definitely not for the faint of heart. That's for sure. Ooh. Right, early start, and yeah, this is not a fun matchup for Hakumen. No in-one backdash, nothing really, no like true block strings and whatnot. Very susceptible to command grabs.
Yeah, a lot of gaps. The fact that your primary defense revolves around your parry, which means you can just be the ultra victim when it comes to an opponent that structures a lot of his pressure game around scoring these command grabs.
Yeah.
In general, like the success you can see coming out from Hakumen players has been around like, yes, taking the space to play the neutral out, getting these stray hits, converting to as much damage as possible, and just retreating off of
just run
as far away as you can, because that Oki you're gonna run, like sure you might get some quick buns in, but as you said, due to delay cancels, there's just so many gaps that your opponent can capitalize off.
Yeah, they can just create the gaps sometimes as well, like with stuff like IB. Cool. Right, trying to make something happen. Clip by the 2C, and that's gonna be a start for Dennis.
Remember when I saw talk about gore interactions?
First of all, Dulahan does not want to take another hit. Has to chill. You can try cutting this sparkle that's gonna come up, but oh, what a read! And that's gonna be curtains for Dulahan. First game goes to Dennis. Bro, the read.
That's so unfortunate. It's like, today I will air dash at Tager with magnetism. Clueless.
Clueless.
Oh, that's so unfortunate. Like, the immediate like frame he took to the sky, I think Dennis's mind was fully focused on that option of approach from Dullahan. And the moment it fired off, he was locked in with the response.
Really, round start 6B. Probably wanted to foot in one for something. Guess like a nice little counter hit 3C. There's a good, decent amount of damage for how little Magatama investment it is. Ball in JTC. Alright, burst on the side of Dennis. Very interesting. Oh, not again!
That's a little unfortunate. Slammed into the corner and regular throw off of the roll catch attempt. Drops the combo and there immediately Dullahan goes for the side swap. Purple throw, a little taste of the Tager gimmick. Oh, dashing in forward, TRM!
Yo, this guy is showing why he's nice. Nice with it. Nah, that was good as well. 5C delay Renka catch the jump attempt.
Beautiful stuff. Oh, unfortunate. With net 3C, that's going to get an entry there for Dennis. Already has the magnetism applied. Jumps away from the SPD attempt. Narrowly avoiding the 6A. And now we're just going for some 4C pokes and the counter 8 conversion coming off of it at the end.
Yeah, 2 Magatama for 3K. That's a decent bargain, I would say.
Oh, absolutely.
The nice delayed air dash. Didn't want to expose himself to the command grab either. Nicely done. Uh-oh.
I mean, I think that's definitely a situation you want to exploit a lot into Tager. Just being in that low orbit position where he can't really reliably 2C because it's too slow. You might even be just under the active hitbox of Atomic Collider. And should they try to go for something like 2A or 5A to stuff you out, you're already there with an active frame. So they just got to respect that.
The second hit of Renka with no jump cancel available, but not punished. Magnetic wheel with the RC was not ready for it.
Always a classic, the 50-meter Magnetech wheel. Good patience there, not teching, and again, just waiting it all out. Surely there's going to be an end situation, and the TK for the invul. Oh my goodness.
All right. I mean, it also works out that, like, you know, it is an air move, so you jumping already avoids the SPD, but yeah, just a Hotaru behind it as well.
Yeah, I mean, considering also the fact that, like, Tager has to kind of adjust every time after his knockdowns to just put himself into positions to threaten the SPD at a closer range, just gives Dullahan that space to get that jump out in the first place.
Yeah, but then it seems to be catching on to the fact that, like, you know, Dullahan does like to fuzzy jump out of tough situations. Ooh, counter hit 5C. Yeah, that's a burst.
I mean, fuzzy jump as he may until... Oh, very nice. Yeah, until he finds that 50-meter mark, getting these callouts with Atomic Collider isn't going to be the craziest threat for Dullahan, at least in the onset. If he can capitalize off magnetism, that's a different situation.
Oof. Wait a minute. You're telling me Hotaru's jump cancelable?
Well, it wouldn't be. It costs meter, bro. It's fair.
To be fair, it also restores your air actions. I forgot about that part.
Or like gives you one back or something.
Yeah. Using Hotaru as a pressure string, like, what are you, Ragna?
You get a little bit of that, you know, meaty air special just to make sure your opponent can really just do nothing. Especially if they don't have a DP, right? It's like you just gotta hold that.
Yeah, true. You can try crouching it though, but it won't always work. All right. This might be a start for Dennis. We got 2. Scoop him again.
Oh, OD pop. Jumps away.
Yeah, it is one of those, like, you know, it's a very expensive option, but it does cover both, like, strike and command grab, and it's also completely safe to attempt.
Oh, no.
Ooh,
what a cut. Oh, my goodness. Nice Spark Bolt. Give it to me. As I'm going to extend that pressure, put him into the corner, looking to tech outright, escape, but the 2D finds an opening, has to be careful for this burst, goes for the purple throw, tries to jump in, crossover, goes for the OD pop, trying to get that magnetism, that Spark Bolt fired up, magnetism applied, using the RC to get in close, but too far away, the 2D does not connect, and the 2A match from Dullahan is going to secure that game and the set, a 2-1 finish.
That was an interesting approach attempt from Dennis with, like, you know, the Spark Bolt RC2D. I wonder if he mistimed it slightly and there was, like, no magnetism on the 2D, which is why it whiffed. But yeah, very good awareness from Dullahan doing that delay jab, checking it in case it whiffed. And that's exactly what he capitalized on with like, it sucks to go out on a jab, jab, jab special, but sometimes that's just how it is.
That's how these situations rock. I think something that I'd like to see maybe against the Tigers is, especially when you have a life lead, right? When magnetized, to prioritize just simply backdashing a ton, because like barring Sparkbolt, what's the Tiger gonna do?
True. And Hakuman is actually the best at just backdashing for the spacing, because his backdash is so fast. It doesn't have invuln, but if it's for positioning what you want, you can just start mashing that thing. I think Hakuman has pretty decent negative penalty resistance as well, which is like, that sounds like such a made up term, but it's real.
Really? I had no idea there was specialized negative penalty value.
Basically, different characters build negative penalty at different rates. So Rachel builds negative penalty very fast, and Tager builds negative penalty very slow. Which is why Tager can backdash for like almost the entire round without getting negative penalty.
Thank goodness. Alright, I see Arakuni on screen. I'm going to wager a guess that is not... That's Ignis. Yep. Ignis versus Mr. Corbin. I'm not too familiar with this Mr. Corbin fella.
Sorry, just like Mr. Corbin, and I just started thinking of like that prime minister or whatever.
The politician. Yeah, that's what I thought about.
The version is Corbin with a C, but it's close enough.
Yeah.
Wait, on the Hibiki, yeah, this is let me just double check who this is. Yeah, this is a name I haven't seen before. And on the way here, he beat Sekio and Chronos, so definitely a person to look out for.
So far, you can see a lot of proactivity coming out from Corbin's side, as he's looking to occupy a lot of space and just trying to get these knockdowns to try and prevent a situation like so, where Ignis has the curse applied, has the resets, and it's just piling up that damage, mix-up after mix-up. There's not a lot you can really do. Oh, counter-assault attempt?
With a throw, alright. Survives the curse. Big chillin' now. Ooh, tries to chase the teleport, but a bit mistimed on the JC, gets cursed for his troubles, and double super? Nah, just goes for a reset.
Unfortunado, yeah. I mean, Hibiki, like basically any other character in the roster, a real victim against the Arcune bugs. Not really anything he can do to escape, but I think playing the neutral game where you're trying to control this airspace that Arcune likes to occupy, Hibiki has ways in.
Yeah, I would say so. And also like being able to maneuver, like we saw, like, being able to maneuver around the 5C anti-air attempt. Just like being able to be sticky and like stick to Ignis like glue.
Yeah, and I think this is also a rare moment where you're actually kind of content with how your anti-air is shaped on Hibiki. Being that diagonally hitting move.
Ooh, tries the anti-air DP, not working out, a bit too late on the trigger.
Oh, there's the overhead. Mark.
And honestly, Corbin is playing like 100 miles an hour. Like, it's crazy, actually.
I respect it, right? Like, you just want to be as flexible as you can. Make sure you can get in there, get that first touch against Arcune, be it on hit or block, and just suffocate him under the pressure. Because the moment you let him start flying free, getting all these air normals out, you end up in curse just like this, trapped all the way in the corner and ready to be put in the blender. Just
I don't even know if he stole the corner or not. All I know is Corbin got hit
very quickly. Party bug.
Oh, just check the dash out. Yeah, sometimes the simple stuff. Oh, come on.
Boink.
I was looking at that bug, I was like, please don't dead body hit. Please don't dead body hit. Aww.
Just a little insult to injury for the way home.
Alright, first game, going to Ignis, and yeah, just how it is. If you let Arcune get that 1 or 2 hits, like, you're just pretty much finished. The game can spiral out of control.
Yeah, I think for even characters that really highly value their overdrives, it's just a really good idea against Arcune to just instantly burst on the first touch, because you're not going to get an opportunity in that bug mix.
But that's for sure. And also, like, you also want to increase the number of stray hits he needs to, like, build up curse. Because, like, yeah, you can get curse from any touch, but sometimes it's like not feasible to confirm the situation in time.
A 2B anti-air was clutch.
Yes, the low profile.
Yeah, very good low profile. Doesn't have any anti-air properties, but it's all about just being right underneath. Fortunately, the counter assault going the wrong way there, and that should be the round going to Ignis quite comfortably. 4K, he does so much damage with bugs, it's ridiculous.
I'm pretty sure bugs don't have SMP. I feel like they should have SMP, but you know,
yeah, I mean, like every other move I could think of that has like really good hit states in there off of drive. Thinking like Ragnar drive, Hazama drive.
Ragnar drives don't have SMP though.
They do. Did you ever try looping that 5D?
Oh, you mean an overdrive maybe? Okay, my bad.
No, but like definitely Hazama chains that have SMP. Which, you know, is a good thing, because like he can definitely get a lot of those chains out.
Is that why his OD rod is just chains?
I think in that situation is more so like the SMP of the chains don't matter. Yeah, it's the poison that's adding up.
Gotcha.
Because like a proper OD rod
with the bugs. Okay.
Why not? But we're running out of bugs here. Gonna be in the disabled mode for a bit. Fires the overhead. That's gonna prompt the burst from Corbin. Immediately look at just a neutral skip. Late RC. I probably would have wanted to see that happen a little earlier just to score the pressure afterwards. But
yeah, usually you can just OD through that or try to like, you know, anti-air the super as it's coming down. But I wonder if Arkune's anti-air is just too slow. Well, we're not gonna find out as Ignis ends up taking it.
I think to answer about that anti-air possibility, what you'll end up getting, I mean, it's a super. Like, even with Arkune's 5C, like, the thing with Arkune's 5C is that the invuln kicks in, I think, relatively normal. It's just the active frame is so late, so people can end up just jumping into it, blocking, but it's still Arkune's turn very much. But considering a super on the other end, which has a lot of recovery to it, it's going to
you're right.
Definitely anti-air.
Though, it could also be a funny situation where, like, you know, Hibiki whiffs, and then he jumps back as part of the recovery. Arcune whiffs, and then it's just like, who's plus? I don't know.
We will never find out.
But yeah, that's gonna be it. That's gonna be Ignis moving on to face off against Chikes in winners semis. Giant like tails from the bracket. Chikes ended up taking it over Drave just early before, and Drave actually beat Neptunio a bit before then. But yeah, looking at loser's side, Enigma's fighting for his life against Neptunio. Chrono ended up losing to George, and then Aino taking it over him, and now, just now updated, Aino ended up taking it over Akaikyu, so we're gonna see a little bit of Izanami later. That's pretty cool. For somebody.
For somebody. That one sicko out there.
Sekio taking it over Dylan. That was Ragnar Hawkman, I believe. But it's gonna be, but lost to Serdi. Serdi is Bullet, isn't it? So now it's gonna be Serdi Drave in the loser side. We'll see which one of them ends up winning. And another interesting upset. Radask actually took it over Hyaxel. And loses. I wonder whether that qualifies for the upset. We're gonna have to take a look at that. I think it should, but we'll see.
Anyways, we got Sir Panda versus Dillahan now, so I think arguably, seed one, right? Favorite to win the tournament, and always made for a very close match against Nessica. I don't think there's a lot of people that can really scratch too close to the level of play that Panda's at right now.
And
wow!
Not only that, Panda just plays with whimsy. That's the best way I can describe it. And sometimes that can be scary.
Well, that's crazy to hear, because it's like he's very optimized with a lot of things. Like earlier, you just saw that 2C. It got. Wow. Yeah, I mean, fair enough. Like, there's only two characters in the roster that do that. It's Raelius and it's Naoto.
Can't Carl Vivace through?
Can't who? Sorry.
Can't Carl Vivace through?
Yeah, he should be able to actually. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, especially if you have the doll trigger it, you're free to Vivace. It's just that I think on hit, it's because it's not frame 1, I believe.
No, I'm pretty sure it was the doll that mediated and not Raelius himself.
Yeah, no. If a doll hits that, but I think with Raelius, right, you can cancel into his Lele, which is frame 1 invuln to just the game. Did you see jump cancels on this? It's the second time he does this.
I mean, You can definitely react to the parry coming out, and if you're ready, you can definitely jump cancel to save yourself. It is something they recommend doing. It's not the easiest thing in the world to do.
I think it also helps that like it's kind of just a natural part of Raelia's pressure to jump cancel that 2C.
Yeah, sometimes things just work out in your favor. Purple throws, Panda! He loves doing them himself, but he's not the best at taking those.
We'll see. We'll be seeing you at Outplayed, Panda. We're keeping count.
Bro, as part of me making like working on my commentary reel, I had to look through the the VODs for Outplayed. Panda was dying after 10 push-ups. he collapsed. Oh man, that was fun.
I guess I mean that's all the more motivation to not purple throw. I think like doing those push-ups really makes you aware about the whole purple throw thing, and simultaneously you should really fear the BlazBlue player with big ass arms.
Yeah, gee, I wonder why. I still haven't forgotten about Head Stomper. Right, good start. And yeah, he's just doing 2C on Oki, honestly, maybe just to cover a parry, like doesn't want to deal with it. Like if it doesn't work out, he has the wipe cover him. Yeah. Voltado?
Oh. Ledley, put him in the corner. Yeah, awkward little move to punish though.
Yeah, you cannot punish Yukikaze at all once it procs, but you can try taking a turn.
Oh, ooh. Okay. Finally, yeah, drive working out the scoop.
Yeah, being able to hold it is such a big benefit.
Unfortunately, Aurelia's 2C kind of good.
I mean, that's still traded, but yeah.
I mean, at that health point,
you don't care. Counter hit 3C, give me my 3.5. Yeah, close enough.
Oh, the overhead coming out.
Yeah, I was not ready for it. Panda's gonna be taking this opportunity to regenerate some wipe gauge. Backdash clipped, air hit 5C, that was huge. Even without Nagatama, that was still a massive starter. Punish. Dullahan is gambling a little bit. He is in that casino, but oh god. Not too much damage.
Ooh!
Oh, that's actually another thing. Hawkman's jab actually hits Relius crouching. Or rather, on block, he can tag him crouching, so he can actually run some very strong jab pressure if he wants
really?
to.
Damn, no.
He will not get that chance. As Panda spins through the burst, he smelled it immediately. 2-0 over Dullahan, securing a spot in winners finals. Yeah, he's gonna be facing off against the winner of between Ignis and Chikes, which might be our next match. Yeah, it should be.
I just like that Ledley effectively just deletes Raelius from the game for just a bit, except against throws, but like just to be able to spin. Like I think most moves that have like a sway property should just be burst invul, and they would make for like some really funny moments. But of course, I mean, at the same time, I really appreciate the consistency of burst in Central Fiction.
Yeah, back when it was because obviously Ledley is an inspiration of breaking the law, right? Mm-hmm. For Zato. Zato, he legit disappears from the game. He just goes into a puddle, so it makes sense for him to avoid bursts. Rather, just kind of like nah. He just spins. I mean, which is a little bit funny.
In Exert's case, or like in Guilty Gear's case, burst is just kind of doo-doo in that game because it's very slow. You rise up into the air, so it can really cause for a lot of accidental low profiles to have it effectively be baited out by itself. But in Central Fiction, which is how fast it is, the fact that you do it right there on the spot, a lot of people you basically always have to go for hard committal burst baits, with the exception of a few characters like Hazama.
Yeah. I will say though, yeah, when I first started, because I started with XR, and when I tried out BlazBlue for the first time, yeah, burst was a jump scare. That shit was fast. It's like a bullet, or like it's like an explosion rather.
Yeah, it is. It makes a big ass noise. But the thing with it as well is that it's it's kind of like a little bit of a drug. You shouldn't get too addicted to bursting because like the reliance or sort of like the assurance you get of how quick and consistent it is sort of dissuades you from the fact that OD is just a much stronger mechanic to
oh yeah, for sure. Around. Like they had to buff OD a couple of times. We got Active Flow coming out, we got EAs and whatnot, but yeah. It's definitely a much stronger mechanic than Burst, but like Burst saves your life, you know. There's no beating that sometimes.
True. Sometimes you just gotta.
Yeah. Oof, too far for the 6B. But Chike still looks pretty rough. Gets CA'd. Now watch out for the guy. Last cloud. Ooh, big punish.
Oh.
Nah. Stop farming aura, bro. You did not have time to taunt there.
Yeah, like doing it much earlier. It's really just a playing with your food type of moment that blew up the whole situation. That could have been a really solid fatal starter to possibly you take the whole round even.
I mean, maybe you do have enough time, but I think you maybe have to like cancel the taunt early because you can do that. I don't know if you can, I don't know if you can carry the taunt into barrier though.
Good question.
Ooh, nice chase. Sticking to him like glue. Gets the throw. Active Flow on the side of Chikes. I almost confused them.
Chakes and Shiki, always a classic, but definitely you can see the master game plan at play where Chakes is really adamant about just maintaining pressure, sticking on like glued against Ignis to not land in this situation where thankfully was able to find a counter assault to escape, but immediately we find a few interactions after that. The purple throw teched very nicely. Good air tech there from the chase down Chakes put on, but the OD pop rising up into the air finds the throw. It's going to be extending all this unburstable damage, and we're going to go into the final round. That being said, not going to be able to get Active Flow running or regenerate a bit of that burst puts you only at 30%, whereas Ignis is at that 100% burst gauge.
Yeah, that heavy advantage might actually be what swings this round. We'll see. Obviously, probably gonna Ignis probably looking at the insurance of burst if this round goes awry, but there is also the ability for Raccoon to just activate Curse when he wants to with it, which is messed up to say the least.
Yeah, but you really only see it from Arakunis come out at pure emergency situations where like I really just need the curse right now, and it's typically on life deficits that you find they resort to it.
Yeah, because Arakune is weird in so many different ways that like burst is like the only normal like safety option you have.
Ooh, a little bit of an error there, but we find the OD to extend, and immediately the mix-up thereafter to finish the first game here. So Ignis off to a decent start. You can really see the value of the momentum. Well, we're going to see a character swap from Chakes.
Chikes was definitely debating between Tsubaki and Lambda. So we'll see if he sticks with the idea. He does. All right, let's think about what Lambda can actually bring to the table. Obviously, you can try safely check most reversal options with stuff like Spike Chase and whatnot. Gravity Well, I don't think... Actually, Gravity Well might be a huge deal. Because, like, Arakune is not the fastest character.
It's Gravity Well and Space Control that's really good for this matchup, because that 2D and 60, right? Just sending these awkward projectiles right into space that Arakune typically likes to air dash and immediately cancel into JB to get that falling portion of his dash. That's what you're looking for with this character. But, of course, equally so, when you get opened up by Arakune in the end, put into the corner with Curse applied, you're now in a much worse situation, because at least before with Tsubaki, you had that DP and some other reversal options. Now, you only have
you got nothing. You can try 2DD, but in the corner that is a very weak reversal option. Good block on the overhead. CA get off of me. Well, this is such a monumental hill to climb. Yeah, and Ignis knows that, decides to take a chill.
Yeah, knows that he doesn't need to be hasty as well, because trying to play that Arakune game plan theoretically will have you be landing quite a committal situation. But we find it,
okay, just like round start Cavalier.
Fortunately dropped though there. It could have been a really massive opener. Nevertheless, able to find the next hit. Has him converted towards the corner now. Here comes the Spike Chaser, and yeah, just forced to hold that. Can't really teleport forward to escape. The overhead going unblocked. We already saw the check earlier that Ignis is unfortunately not too responsive to overheads.
Which is weird considering he says he reacts to throws. I will not let him look at that.
Poor guy's never gonna live that one down. That was an awesome video. Just pure hatred.
Cinema.
Yeah.
Ooh, snipe with the 6D, but too far for the full pickup. Might be one of the limitations of Lambda. Extend, keep going. Yeah, the staggers ended up working out. Chikes finally taking a round.
Just taking it slow, both players backing off from one another. Trapped in the gravity well, and you can really see the value in there that the forward dash doesn't immediately clear so much screen space and causing for accidental left-rights.
Yeah, you just basically was just like hovering there in the air.
I heard the allegations about being a raw tech, and immediately decided to finally block his first overhead. But nevertheless, going to be converted, getting that side swap going as well. Trapped back into the corner. No spike chaser this time. Going for the empty jump low. Dash it up throw. Raw tech? Question mark?
Oh, it guy's clip on it to be not too much damage, but with the RC it will be. Oh, yeah, managed to get out of the way. This Arakune teleport is actually being a real nuisance for Chikes, because like if he just miss spaces or like misplaces a 5D, there's so much recovery that he can teleport through and probably even punish it.
Yeah, absolutely. But we can see that Chakes is definitely on the chase, right, to hunt down Ignis. But at the same time, he's not constantly autopiloting into drives and such to really overextend himself in a position where Ignis could use his forward dash, for example, to slip through and then get a punish.
Yeah. Especially after like Ignis has shown that that's exactly what he's looking for, because he's done stuff like tech into forward dash, drive through an attempted meaty drive, and it's like, yeah, ended up not working.
It ain't gonna cut it.
Oof, 2-D. No counter hit though.
Oh, BD5C, but the Exceed Excel is going to work. There's the active flow on the table, going to regenerate some of that burst gauge, as well as a little bit of bonus damage for the duration of it. Finds the JB to catch the Executive Blade, and the teleport forward just like that. Hard call out on the meaty overhead attempt from Chakes here. Trapped in the corner now, and I think, yeah, okay, going to go for one last mix-up, gets the no tech, and that's going to be a quick round there for Ignis. Staple Arakune moment.
Yeah, and like that burst situation is not looking good either. Like if this round doesn't go Chikes' way, by the time he gets burst back, he'll probably be like almost dead and definitely in curse.
Oh, okay.
What is this?
Yeah,
oh
like,
no!
I guess it's a sort of true no-tech sequence where like he's gonna set up for the 2C meaty, and if you don't tech it, he gets the party bug. So 4 of those, and that's curse, and you transport it to the corner.
Yeah, I'm gonna potentially try an overdrive maybe. Oh, CA get off of me, survives. But once again, same situation as back in the first game. Such a massive hill to climb that Ignis can just chill. Oh my god. Okay, finds a safe burst spot, but burst is almost filled up completely. Honestly, all Ignis has to do is find a spot to set up a cloud and just chill. Or pop the and activate burst immediately.
Nice conversion off the bugs, though. He spaced those very nicely from one another to actually be able to just walk forward calmly, get that conversion going. And I really like the go that he went for the OD there, because he had enough curse gauge there to actually properly make use of the overdrive time that he would get from it.
Yeah.
If it's like in that situation where it's like, okay, let me try and finish this round off. I'm holding defense, but I have plenty of curse from a prior interaction. Then why not?
Yeah, I was just thinking, like, usually when you're trying to be aware of overdrive, like, you are aware of, like, how overdrive punishes specific options that you do. But when it comes to Arakune, I feel like the range of options he can punish with overdrive when he has some curse built up actually grows dramatically, because he can do backdash bugs. And what the hell are you supposed to do about that?
That's true. He doesn't even really need to do backdash bugs. For example, he can just do the overdrive, and there's going to be a brief window where you can just mash out some inputs, deploy bugs while you're still trying to run your pressure.
Well, yeah, that's what I meant. Like, even when you're not cursed, like, he will overdrive, and like, it doesn't matter how active the thing you are doing. He doesn't have to EA. You can just do backdash bugs, and it'll cover, I would assume, most things in the game. There might be an outlier or two, but yeah.
I mean, if you're playing against the Giga Cracked Naoto that sees that situation, knows what you're going for, and just goes for enhanced Enhancer Smasher. Yeah, you're kind of boned, but
you
like
know what?
said,
At that point, I will concede. I will concede. I know Gap when I see it.
oh shit, it's Sly Cooper.
Yeah.
The real Sly Cooper.
Oh, and Enigma ended up taking it over Dennis in loser's side to find himself in the losers. What is it? Top 8? Yeah, top 8. Pretty good showing. Of course, Relius Taker. Very good matchup for Relius. So maybe that played a part. But yeah, that was a good showing. But now your reward is Anami.jpg. And not just any Izanami, this is Ino. AKA, I just want to time stop you.
That's fair.
That's literally all I want. That's literally all he wants to do.
So far, some pretty good control from Enigma there, just trying to catch out some of the Thunderbolt Lance slop. But sadly, this is your home now.
Instant overhead into the pop, preserve that barrier gauge. This is honestly like all layer 1 stuff, but yeah. It's still scary how much people just explode to Izanami layer 1. Because it's not easy to defend against, even if you know what's happening.
Yeah, you need to be really in tune with, like, you just need to play Izanami a bunch just to finally figure out. Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh. Well, there it is. Okay,
no, he realized he needs a little bit of damage.
Yeah, can't just teabag our way through this one.
Oh god, I remember. So then I know there's the one with the whiff throws, and apparently now there's the version with backshots. Oh, yeah. Why is this the technology that's been developed?
We're bored. We're so incredibly bored. Trying to lead lay out, taking a little page out of Panda's book, I suppose. There, lead lay just to get hit and burst them into the corner. It's peak.
Tries to make something happen with the meter.
Ooh, I like that movement. Oh wow. No, that was such a good lead lay, but the wife actually betraying Enigma there got the hit against her that allowed Ino to get the cancel anyways.
Yeah, it sucks when that happens, the extended active frames of hitting the wife, but you know, unfortunately NTR is the most popular tag.
Holy moly.
I'm sorry.
Anyways, wife is faithful once more, holding down the pressure. I know, caught not blocking on the wake up, and that should be the round going towards Enigma.
Damn, alright. Showing he's got what it takes. Of course, it's about the consistency though. You gotta keep Ino jailed down all the way.
That's just kind of the fact of life against some of these characters that can really run suffocating pressure against you. Is typically their weaknesses is their defense, and that largely applies for Izanami. But of course, can't forget that she has that 7-frame reversal, so can't always be safe jumping that now.
Yeah, this danger mode doesn't even matter because like the combo lasts long enough to almost regenerate it. If you need barrier immediately, you can pop overdrive. Yep. There it is. Oh, come back up. All right, guarantee the kill, and now I can. Oh, end with EA, sure.
Yeah. So, what is it? Maho mentioned earlier, like it's a new Ino, reformed, I guess. Locked in, as we see.
I was like, ah, crap, Outplay's coming up. I should probably focus.
Outplayed sponsored tournament even, so yeah, definitely you should be geeked for that. Okay, we're going back to the character select screen, so I'm wondering if Enigma is envisioning a different pick here.
I feel like Relius is doing decent. Of course, the problem is like once you're hit, your defensive options kind of very limited, but it decides to lock him in anyway.
Yeah, survived the conversation with the Green Goblin mask.
I definitely think for Enigma at least, his Relius would have a better time here than Susanoo. Like, yeah, he can rob fast, like he can rob in certain situations, but at the same time, you could get overrun even faster.
Oh, I was thinking about Jin.
Oh, bro, it's like one of those things like, you look at it, you feel your hands tingle, but at the same time, it's like, it's been 300 years.
Come on, pal, just put on the mask one last time. What could go wrong?
One last hurrah.
One last hit, bro.
One more job.
Unfortunately, Thunderbolt land strikes once again. Looking for a little reset angle there. Enigma surviving, but there's the overhead. Crush trigger to force the extension. Trying to drag him all the way into the corner to try and settle the pain. There it is. Spinning wheel.
No!
And unfortunately, you can't play the game into ribcage.
No, he definitely was aiming. I think he was aiming for that CA to clash, so they can like do clash cancel options. But yeah, unfortunately, Izanami was in the air, so there was like no clash. All right, kill guaranteed. Full route. Messes up the J2C, but that's overkill anyway. I know. Gonna be moving on to set point over Enigma in this losers top 8 match.
I think something like looking to clash off your counter assault is something so very specific and needlessly risky almost. Like it had to be such a practiced situation for you to have that level of confidence to look for something like that, that I would almost suggest like invest your time elsewhere to try and survive this matchup.
I get it, but at the same time, like, you know, this world is a dark place and sometimes you are forced to do options you do not want to make.
Fair enough.
But if that's what you need, to do, then it's on you to do it.
We got a little bit of experience coming off from Enigma's side, right? That JB hitting way too high up in the air and immediately challenging for the turn back. Baits out the command grab through OD. And that's going to be, I know, without burst, trapped in the corner. However, going to have to RC back away the wife. Fortunately, the gauge running low, so has to dismiss her for the time being.
Oh god, you're so right. This is straight up Thunderbolt slopping. Like back-to-back Thunderbolt lances. CA is blocked. That's a punish. This should be enough for a kill. Enigma does not have meter, but he does have wife gauge.
Like, I get the wave. Like, you activate Shield of Dreams, and you're just like, what can they do? Punish me during this? I'm gonna Thunderbolt lance my way all the way through. But this is the better approach. You just set the droplets on them, and then you slide on in. And you try to time it roughly so that if it hits, you can convert off of it. And if they block, well, droplets got you covered.
That's for sure. Alright, good block on the empty low. Oh, fakes the throw and goes 6A instead. That was pretty sneaky. You have to be so creative to make slower overheads work in this game. It's great.
Absolutely.
Oh my god, I still clipped him.
It's just so funny seeing that move being used outside of Oki, because, like, it can, but there's, like, better things you could be spending your time with on Izanami. Nevertheless, hold down.
No tech!
No!
That's the worst way to go out. Not only Alta 4 as well. No, Enigma!
Enigma has seen enough, and unfortunately, it's going to be Aino that ends the run. But for somebody that said that they 0-2 for real, let me see the... What was it in the end? Well, that's 2 games on the loser side, so already covered that part. What is it? 3-2. 3-2.
Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, it's 4-2, which is
4-2.
not bad.
Oh, right, yeah, 4. I said I missed the 4th one. Way back in round 1. Okay, I'm surprised it sends you that far back, but yeah.
Sometimes that's just how it is. Like sometimes even if you win round 1, you lose round 2 losers, you still get sent to round 1. Sorry, you lose. Yeah, bro. Let me just say, 1st to 6 is a cursed format. Sorry, not 1st to 6. Like top 6 is a cursed format.
Yeah, fair.
Like you win or something, or like you lose and then you fight the better player because of that or something like that. It was something messed up. Like never play in a 6-man bracket if you can avoid it.
I think one of the core skills in fighting games is luck. You just gotta have that sometimes. Sometimes an interaction that is so unpracticed, you know, you just get it to go running in your favor, and other times you just get the smooth glide into top 8.
Like all I'll say is I tried to make my own luck. Am I successful? Not always, but yeah. Oh man. Anyway, we're gonna have Serdi up against Mr. Corbin. It's so hard for me not to call him Jeremy. Oh my god.
We'll be calling him Jeremy from here on out.
Please don't.
Serdi versus Jeremy.
But yeah, Serdi on the Bullet, who ended up taking it over Drave on a surprise upset as well. Damn, we're gonna be losing paying out a lot of people today.
It feels like a little new era here on the BBUL front, close to the end of the year.
Serdi's definitely not a new player either. Like we've seen him around for a while. Good start with the 6B.
Oh, not a new player, just new era. We see some returning faces here to reassert themselves. Oh my god, another one? We're ready with that?
I mean, sometimes, you know, it's so nice to press it twice.
Press that, you had to be churning for that. I don't know why you'd be churning 2-1 for A like that.
Ooh, that's crouching too. And Bullet is definitely not lacking in the damage department. One more touch and you're dead, son.
Ooh.
DPRC tries to chase the tech, but a bit too low.
That IB actually, I think, screwed him up a little bit there. Definitely was looking to challenge on the falling situation, but crossing up right through it and then pressing the 5A or the J in the wrong direction. Nevertheless, right, not letting a weird interaction make the end of his turn here. He's able to get a really nice combo going for that first round kill. Also, thank you, Enigma, for the stream. Or sorry, for the raid, apologies.
Yeah. Well, hopefully he had a good time, even though it was, you know, I know, having fun. Ooh. Oh, good throw.
What flings you against the wall, huh?
Oh, routes into snap hands. Interesting. Lost the corner because of that.
But still, he too. Like, against a DP, like I think for the most part, Bullet. I don't know. It doesn't feel like it's too much of a disaster if you lose the corner situation, because you lose the quick IED JD cross up stuff where you can try and gimmick your opponent for an opening there, but nevertheless, doesn't let that deter him here. As oh wow.
Oh, the ran out the combo timer, instant tech. He was actually able to try go for a sneaky reset with a dash 2B right after. But yeah, I think even Suri himself was not ready with that. Ooh. 6C does not connect, but gets the JD right after. Double snap, not this time.
Yeah, double snap. It's such a very core part of Bullet's combo game, but at the same time, it's just that light risk of that could completely be such a disaster, because normally some other characters can drop some of their more technical stuff and it's like you'll be fine, right? Like, okay, the air tech, you can still maintain a bit of pressure, but no, not Bullet. She just chucks you back to mid screen. It's like, ah, shit, I gotta cover all this area again.
It can be even worse sometimes, depending on how like on what character it is, because the timing is different, obviously. You could just be straight up, you know, counter hit recovery in their face.
Yeah, or that. Boom. All right, Serdi gonna finish off with that first game to start things off with.
All right, Sir Jeremy, what's the adjustment?
I think for the most part, it's like we see the high chaotic energy from Jeremy earlier against Ignis, where it worked out pretty well because you want to try and put yourself in a space where you can control Arakune, and that's really a priority. But against the likes of Bullet, who is setting up these fields where you can try to hit her, but then she just teleports onto you and slams you down, and off a counter hit just does half your health. I think you want to play it a little bit more compact.
Oh, I would agree with that. You can definitely try playing lame against Bullet if you can, because Bullet definitely struggles with approaching. She has the threat of heat, like a raw heat, but you can try like standing in a position where you can actually just chase it. And yeah, actually, Corbin now not. I don't think playing lame is necessarily Corbin's style. I think he'd rather just like smother you.
Yeah, I guess just, you know, play hard, die hard, I suppose. Where if it works, awesome. You just see completely smothered, suffocating rounds, and if it doesn't work, like the Bullet angle. Big JC going to lead to massive damage, so good burst there from Corbin. Gets scooped up out of the drive attempt there. Cross up, you got to respect those. Gets oh my goodness, we are tapped in now.
That is unfortunate.
Oh.
But the JD ended up working out. No active flow going to be available for Surdy this round because of the burst, but lands the double snap this time.
Nice,
but that's the Hibiki special.
That little DP for the 50-50 right after the RC point. Beautiful stuff there. Corbin working on 2 clean, solid rounds there. Now the question of it, was it like proper adaptation or just, hey, some of the more hectic options just happened to constantly land heads for myself?
I mean, I just feel bad every time I get hit by Hibiki doing DPRC. It's like, I should have not been there.
Yeah,
but it's like, I'm letting him breathe.
It really is the correct thought of like, I should have been there in the first place. But at the same time, it's like, it's 50 meter for, like, at best, the JC starter.
I mean, JC starter can't hurt, especially if, like, you know, you're starting to run low on life. But yeah, I get what you mean. Hibiki is definitely no slasher when it comes to damage with OD as well. Ooh, good chase with the JB.
Oh, RC trying to push as much as possible here. Extension gets the afterburner as well. 2.7.
Okay.
Nice.
Corbin is just living his best life, man. I'ma just wake up throw.
Why not? We were talking so much about Exit before, to maybe a little bit of inspiration there. I was surprised that...
Imagine Blaze will frame throws.
What, frame 0 throws?
Oh, right! XR is frame 0. Is Strive is like frame 2.
Frame 2. Even then, a frame 2 throw, it would like... I think Enigma would lose his mind if people had like that kind of throw power available.
I mean, even against Relia, like a move like Ledley can't really exist because you just meaty with. I mean, okay, in Guilty Gear you always like close slash and
you always throw against it, and just blow it up every time. There we go. Round a piece to both players. The burst on the table, ready to rock. The JD immediately clipping up some hectic option that Corbin was looking for. Extension, trying to push all the way to the corner. Gets that double heat level available on bullets. Clean whiff punish. And that's going to be the burst out. We immediately see the run-up air throw attempt, but no confirm after the throw.
It's one of those weird ones with the wall bounce. Like, it can definitely change how you pick it up depending on where on the stage you are. But yeah. Oh, drops out, but he manages to run out the heat timer. Surdy with the OD pops it for the instant heat. This should be dead.
Yep, super, just dead. Yeah, going to the super. Yeah, that should very much be classic bullet moment. It just doesn't function, but JD works out in the end. That's going to be the 2-1 finish there for Surdy.
Damn, I was under the impression Rage Aggressor was like super consistent because I've seen times where she runs under, kicks, and then hits from behind, and it still combos all the way. But damn, I guess it just doesn't sometimes.
I've played against Rex's bullets so many times where I'm genuinely ready. Like, my body is ready for that super to drop.
Wow.
And it's like, you know, typically you're right, it will hit, but there are times of whiffs, and oh, baby. I can run that whole round back. It's so tilting. So it's a little bit of like it can be a little weird, especially like the part where she has to haul ass across the screen and your opponent already flops to the ground.
Look, all I'm saying is it clearly shows Bullet can run. I don't know what they gave her a dash. But either way, that's gonna be Surdy moving on to face off against Dulohan in loser semis. We're gonna move on to our winner. No, wait, no.
No, we're still got a loser side to fix up.
Yeah.
Jakes versus INO, sitting here in the losers' quarters, looking to teeter closer towards that loser semis position. I'm interested to see how I manage this, because like Jakes has been, I think, a consistent top 4 favorite with just how consistent he has been. But with INO's recent improvements, a little less lollygagging.
I'm assuming is the game going on for you guys?
It is. The game is certainly going on for me. Here we go.
Yeah, my game crashed. A GGPO error. That was interesting. I appreciate it.
Ooh, wow. Okay, interesting. Float 3C connecting there. Might have been a little execution error. We're trying to wait it out. Look, using the droplets to guarantee the approach, the overhead not being respected. IB as you might. You just really can't. Like, it's so enticing to try an IB float 3C. Oh, the Shield Dreams. No counter hit, though. And really was expecting that to work, too, because we just see the immediate crush trigger being used to try and extend the combo from mid-screen.
Look out, Bananas versus 6D. Bananas end up winning that one. Oh my god, the Thunderbolt lands with the RC for the pickup. I don't think he even needed that RC. He just
no, he didn't. He was really fully expecting it to be blocked.
Oh god, the skull, the bits.
Yo, the hero burst. It's pretty good position. The run up, getting the air throw. What a call out there, and Jakes is still gonna clutch out in the very end. My goodness.
Oh wow. Winning that round star interaction. And that's going to be a very nasty round star interaction to lose because you're cornered and you're blocking Ribcage.
Yeah, good blocks on the overhead, but still doesn't mean you can do a whole lot. Does go for the chicken block to try and survive what comes after. No more Ribcage available. The bits off the table. Tries the DP, but the bits getting the punish and the conversion to go with it and the side swap. Nicely done by Aino here. However, not going to be able to recover the barrier gauge in time to set up for the Ribcage.
Pseudo infinite pressure going. CA, get off of me.
Oh, falling JA. Very nicely done there. Fortunately, going to be quite a bit of scale to damage, but no, the drop! Oh, but going for the aggressive burst here, Shield Dreams pops. This time, the hit that he was looking for earlier comes to fruition. However, I think the panic of the whole situation of like, no, let me burst, keep this corner pressure going, now puts Aino in a situation without burst to Chakes' full burst gauge, and already with the early interaction has him slightly escorted toward the corner, but the bits are going to allow for the escape.
Oh, a bit of a drop though for the side of Aino. Chav's going to be capitalizing on that corner. Oh, run under, not ready. Showing that he's that Murakumo backdash.
Oh, what a sneaky little reset there. Unfortunately, the Skull will be getting the side swap running. The 6A on the reset. However, not getting the conversion. Trading into one another. Full sticks of butter on both sides and the active flow running.
No, not the time stop!
No, but the run
okay.
No! It immediately pops the... No! No, come on! Super drop. Immediately firing off the bits a little too early there. Sets to the banana.
Oh no, danger mode!
Goes for it again.
You can't block, sir! Rare moment of, I guess, Izanami actually punished for misusing barrier?
Wait, hold on. Can she not block an overdrive?
So what happened is he popped overdrive, got the barrier, and then he ran out. So he was in danger mode in overdrive. Overdrive ends danger mode if you're in it, but if you enter it danger mode, you're stuck in danger mode.
So was it chip damage that killed?
No, I'm pretty sure it was just danger mode. Oh wait, no, he could die. Okay, yeah, he can block in overdrive, right, with bits out.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess that was chip damage actually. Crap.
Yeah, because like just looking at the no barrier situation was like, let me just go for the chip kill here. I think that was the wave that Chicks was looking for.
Yeah, it was in the air. No, actually, in the air you could normal block them. Oh, you're right. Interesting.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, that's the beauty of overdrive for Izanami. She gets the best of both worlds. Instantly summonable bits while being able to block before she shoots it out. Nice. Using the RC off of the mid-hitting Thunderbolt lands there to immediately go for an overhead.
Yeah, not ready for all of them. Like, on paper, you're looking at what's happening. It's like, yeah, I should be able to block this, but like you're thinking about so many things against Izanami that's how they can sneak in their overheads.
Yeah, I mean, it's like you block a mid move that she then RCs, there's definitely a lot that comes after it, especially with float on the table. I mean, thankfully, all the floating normal she does becomes mids.
Thank God. Apparently, they were overheads in the original.
Oh,
or maybe it's just the boss mode version. The float normals were overheads.
Oh, nice little conversion there off the counter hit, dragging them all the way towards the corner. And that should set up into the classic fidget spinner, Shield of Dreams, deploy the fidget spinner, try to roll out. Not gonna be the case. Good burst there. Trying to escape, but the Thunderbolt Lance just sliding on through, all belligerent-like, and we're working on a really good momentum sequence here. Oh, what the fuck?
that might have been a misinput, because it is a pretzel motion depending on what you're doing. Oh,
what are we doing?
Okay, the throw will end up sealing it. I know takes the game. What are we watching?
That's the brain destroyer right there.
Yeah, I just blocked your move. That's like punish or like safe at least, I think. Let me just do this like 50 frame startup move in your face.
I mean, it's shame on Shakes for just staring him down, be like, oh yeah, I guess I should just let him wind this up, huh? Oh my god.
I guess that's what they call the Imperator's gaze, man, you know? They just freeze you in place.
Shakes,
nice air
there. Losing out on the conversion, sadly now stuck on this pressure. The bits coming out in time, crosses up to the other side, a very fast 5A just to check on the wake-up situation. Trying to jag all the way to the corner. Once again, funny orb. Counter assault does not want to hold any funny business.
I think at the moment the charge of nice. Actually, the movement from summoning the orb actually avoided the biz. That's pretty cool. Unfortunately, that's not going to be enough to save you, as Aino secures himself set point over Chikes. This is still a first to 2, I believe.
Yes. I've never seen somebody use the fireball so often just as part of the pressure game, because it's like, yeah, you do the situation where, okay, you're in very high screen position where it's very hard for them to challenge you. Sure, deploy the ball. They block it for a bit, but you still have to run on over. But to just go in their face off of the just slight advantage that bits give you to then immediately go into the ball there, that's crazy work.
Some people, like, you know, they pick up a character because they like, you know, their character, their style, their moves. Some people pick them because, like, yo, I just want to do this move real quick. And, you know, maybe for Aino it's time stop and fireball! Wake up command grab! Okay, sure. Pretty sure that doesn't work, but, you know, Chikes left a gap.
Okay, this time we are seeing on out. I respect it.
Okay, dangerous state. That might actually give the damage boost that Chikes needs. No, but just barely not. But with a good air-to-air, Chikes ends up taking this to final game, final round between these two.
Dashing in, no funny business. A little bit of stagger pressure. Gets him with the delayed overhead follow-up. Gonna go for the early burst here, immediately deploying the fireball, but slides on in, barely able to get this hit in just before the bits recover, so that is no blocking opportunity for Aino.
Yeah. Funny business is definitely the right way to call it. what Aino tried there at the beginning. But it seems that decision is actually spiraling out of control completely. He's not going to be able to get burst back in time as he gets clipped by the corner steal. Chike's going to be taking it over Aino with a perfect nonetheless. And yeah, he's going to be moving on to losers finals?
Semis. Yeah.
Semis.
Yeah. Little rough there for Aino. I think one of the things I saw was Aino definitely trying to play a little bit more with bits and using Thunderbolt Lance to try and close the distance. It wasn't quite all there yet. If anything, we saw the reverse sequence occur where first using the bits, then getting the Thunderbolt Lance out. What I remember was a really strong point from Star when he was piloting the Izanami was just to be able to use the Thunderbolt Lance and either setting up the droplets to shock you or simply having them come up at the very end and then just using, I believe it's 6D, just to shoot the triple out at you, just to get that extra bit of frames to then convert into pressure after that, was just sort of the really strong way to approach. And like that was the tricky thing he also did, was to waste a lot of time just shooting bits at you, and you're really sort of focused on, let me close this distance now that she doesn't have bits. And then that window goes from a Thunderbolt Lance, I think from like really high up in the screen, right? So falling all the way to the ground and then sliding at you.
Yeah.
And all the while he's doing this, he doesn't have bits up, but the moment that the Thunderbolt Lance connects, guess what returns? The bits.
God. So that timing, I see.
Yeah. Yeah, to be really in tune with the timing of bits and to therefore sort of set up your easy neutral skips to then convert into pressure. that's sort of one of the strong suits on Izanami you want to try and get to. And of course, we can't forget that she does simply have a loopable fuzzy.
I mean, he didn't even represent the fuzzy. He didn't need it.
Most people don't represent the fuzzy yet. I don't even think Star did too much.
Yeah, I remember Byakuya is definitely the one who did it the most. And I asked him, why does he just always do it? It's like, I guess on one hand, I don't quite remember his answer, but I believe it was something to the vein of like you want to keep like cycling options, and also it's not as strong as you think it is. Because maybe like if you do a call out to the fuzzy, it, like puts Izanami in a really bad spot.
That, but I think it's kind of just like in the same vein that what is it? Rachel has that 14 frame or something overhead. Same. It basically it's Wolf Mix where you land this overhead JA, and it's an A starter. That's going to scale your damage just so significantly that you're going to have to constantly loop it. And for characters like Rachel and of course Valkenheim, they can be called out with a proper reversal. But with Izanami, you do have Ribcage.
Yeah, but I guess it's like, if you're looping like low damage options, you're still bleeding barrier. If you don't pop the Ribcage immediately, like if you're confirming, you won't be. Either way, enough about that match. Let's think about how both these characters are gonna be killing each other, because both these characters have a lot of damage on the table.
Yeah, that's for sure. But I think this is a very painful little matchup for Bullet here because just the fact of the matter is she is going to be quite linear in her approach, and that is something that Hawkman can really capitalize off of with the longer range normals that he possesses. And oh dear, Surdy, let's not catch you at the next offline because we'll be looking for those push-ups.
But you're definitely right about Hawkman being able to capitalize on the fact that Bullet is a little bit linear. She literally, like, whenever she does a JD, you can literally see the line she's going to take towards you.
Yeah. And in the worst case scenario, right, you can always go for that J214B for that funny invuln frame in the air.
It is actually, I believe, Hotaru is like the only air unblockable air move. Something to remember. If you're like, because usually if you're taken out and you're both in the air, you can just hold a button. But against Hawkman, you want to hold both buttons.
Really now, okay. Okay, still looking for these drives between the bullet pressure, but unfortunately not working out, but thankfully not being punished too hard for it. Does get opened up by a TRM here, which is going to lead to some significant damage. There's a lot of meter on the side for Surdy, so hope to see an opportunity to cash that out. But knowing Bullet, you should just have that full churn to absolutely vaporize you.
Yeah, I believe... Okay, there we go.
Yeah, the OD version?
It is funny how the OD version of Rage Aggressor actually makes Bullet's Oki worse. It's really funny. It's sad, but it's funny.
I mean, I think in general, for the most part, like, it's okay because Super shouldn't really be like all about that Oki. It's more so the damage cash out. So if a Super in the OD variant makes for worse Oki, but you have a significantly more damage, that's what you're looking for.
Though I will say, Rage Aggressor normally it's one of Bullet's best Oki situations. Oh my god.
Overlap. Oh, very nice. Look at this routing too. Unfortunately, it is a 2D starter, so it doesn't lead to the craziest amount of damage. But being very efficient with the pips. Sadly, though, does get scooped up here. And it's not going to be killed just yet. But Dylan is a new... Oh. Okay, no, this is party time now.
Yeah, had 5, so he was able to extend off it. Tries to go for an air throw reset, potentially.
Ooh,
the JD. No, the purple throw again!
Oh, the 5B anti-air mashing into one another. Final hit will do it, and you get domed over the head. No burst opportunity for Surdy found.
Yeah, and choosing to, like, end it with Akito is such a, like, it's such a clean decision because it beats pretty much every anti-air you can try. Like, to be fair, that was on Oki, though. And even if it's blocked, you still have the mix-up of will I, won't I JD. They have to, like, IB into air throw, and, like, I haven't seen Surdy represent it yet.
I think there is a singular anti-air that actually beats Agito.
There shouldn't be.
No, like, none of them are projectile, and even then, like, of the weird ones, like Valkenhayn, that's just head and body armor.
Oh. This is where the anti-air Growler comes into play.
That's true. Agito for the Oki. Misses the roll catch. Good block.
Blocks. Excuse me.
Bless you. All right, double. No, the big snap hedge drop. Immediately we see Dylan try to go back to the mid screen, but chasing down nevertheless, using the drive to get the pickup here. Going to be adding up the damage quite significantly here. Narrowly stealing back the life lead. Finds immediate. The OD pop. No, if only you could recognize the whiff on the DP
on the
there, but
grab.
still.
Yeah, he did not. He just saw that like 30 was in the startup of something, so he just I think maybe he thought maybe it would still grab him, but yeah, jumped it. Unfortunately, dropped this opportunity to punish it. Ooh, cross up JD gets us all.
I think that's been a repeated thing we've seen in this match so far, is that Dylan does go for these drives, and unfortunately, due to the optioning that Surdy chooses for, we see that the drive whiffs, recovers, and then because of like trying to go for JD, which has quite a big wind up, but here we finally get the clean whiff punish on a whiffed parry attempt, and just look at the damage piling up.
And he was actually just holding JD, trying to lock on, and it was out of range. If he just did the, I think it was J40, he would have actually landed in time to like punish the Ukikaze. That's very unfortunate on Surdy's side, but this is still looking like a very good round for him. And that's something that can happen. If you're low enough to the ground, Hotaru will just whiff.
Yeah, it'd be like that sometimes. Okay, JC. Ooh,
What's
probably hoping for a big counter hit there. Good tech on the throw. Patience. Waits out the Exceed Excel and gets a really solid punish in. Both players going into the next round with fair, I think, near close to equal brisk gauge situation. Just ever so slight minuscule advantage towards 30.
Regarding that 5C OD, you can actually push a mix-up off that. You're you're very plus when you do that.
Okay.
It's just like most Hawkmans would rather use an overdrive when it's guaranteed, or get a full duration overdrive, you know?
Yeah. Oh, Surdy. We're going to have to tech those, because that is a needless amount of damage you're holding.
Oh, the cross-up JB.
The no tech. Able to push the damage a little further.
Wake up overdrive is going to be heat on the sun. Wake up air throw. Okay.
Yo, this is not Guilty Gear. Relax.
One more good hit is all that 30 needs. Command grab. This is not going to be enough, though.
Yeah, but still, it's going to be good damage with that crosswise, especially with the amount of time that's still on the clock, right? You're not really pressed for...
No, not... He's in the casino. Wake up Tsubaki, wake up Hotaru. He doesn't care. Roll the dice. Nothing ever happened.
Oh my god. Holy shit. Dullahan was ready to risk it all.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, if you do wake up TK Tsubaki, you can like guard breaking and you can pick up a combo there, right?
Guard break Tsubaki? Yeah, of course. I think isn't that what it does? It's like if you're crouch blocking, it's an overhead, and if you stand block, it's a guard crush, if I'm not mistaken.
I think it is just the mid, but yeah, it's just always a guard crush. But you gotta barrier it. But yeah, I remember labbing some situations against like, oh, you want to respect Yukikaze? I'm gonna do Tsubaki, like, you know, that type of gamble. There are ways to beat both, but you obviously are exposing yourself to other options. But
it's a mid guard crush. Okay, understandable. What's the name of the move? Half circle forward C. I forget what it is, but you know, overhead. Zantetsu, yeah. So the interesting thing about Zantetsu, it's a pretty fast overhead, if I'm not mistaken, but it's okay.
No,
I forget.
Dust Loop is 4.
Dust Loop is suffering a bit.
Oh, yeah. Like, is Dust Loop slow for you as well?
Yeah, it's slow for everyone. They disclose that they're having a lot of traffic, which they're assuming is AI scrape bots crawling through their servers.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, so they're
working. I was wondering because like it was happening during like, you know, last week, and I'm just thinking like, is Dust Loop being DDoSed?
Having high traffic. Gotcha. I think still, if I'm not mistaken, it's a pretty fast overhead. But what makes it very blockable is the fact that for a lot of the frames of the animation, he just holds the sword above his head.
Mm-hmm.
And that's sort of an interesting discussion I got into a while back with the players from different games, where they were talking about like what is actually considered a fast overhead, and now we're going into like some very cap claims of people being like, "Oh yeah, react to 18 frames all day, bro." But really, what it boils down to is whether or not the animation is properly representative of an overhead, where you get the funny meme of people complaining about Lambda 6B being very difficult to block, because for the most part of it, it doesn't even really look like an overhead. It's just the type of thing like if you know. And for the most part, she just turns into a pencil floating into the air before she does her splits. So it's those kind of things that makes it sort of difficult to properly react to these kind of overheads. But Zantetsu, no, just hold that sword mighty and high, and it's like,
I love
believe there's an
a
overhead
good reactable obvious keyframe. You know, it's very nice.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you are right. Zantetsu is 21 frames. Damn, was not aware of that.
Yeah, it's decently fast. It's not Jin 6A or anything, but it's that thing hits. But the fact that it's very blockable that's the reason for it. But hold up, we are seeing. Yo, is this the handshake? Are we doing a little collusion? Are we doing a little colluding in the bracket?
I will not have any collusion in my tournament. Oh man. Well, when did that happen? Because I remember it was Izuyoi, right? So
no, it was Bayonetta versus Bayonetta. This was a Smash Bros thing.
No. I'm talking about the time it happened with BlazBlue.
Oh, I don't know.
The collusion with the brothers, and the guy literally said, "Nah, I'm gonna get all the prize money to third place."
That was Smash, bro.
No, bruh. I'm gonna find you the video. We'll check the dates. We'll see what happened first.
I'm for sure it was like two Bayos just doing.
No, this was before Bayonetta, bro. This was before Smash Ultimate. All right. Ignis with the active flow is starting to make this a little bit of a comeback. Needs another good hit like that.
Oh, okay, using 3C jump cancel, but knowing Sir Panda, always looking for outs in these situations. I feel like what Panda definitely likes to do, he just likes to buffer a forward dash it, just to like see like, hey, in this situation, can I squeeze the forward dash out? Like, so buffer the forward dash and immediately let the fighter, my beloved.
Cross CDP, it gets us all. If you don't stop Ragnar from jumping there, it is always a threat. I didn't crunch the numbers, but I don't know what frame cross up that is, but it's definitely not reactable.
It's no, it's not reactable, but you can definitely recognize the situation.
No meter, he just did it.
I mean that's a vibe sometimes. You just do it on somebody because like it's unreactable. And of course you're not gonna get a conversion from it, but sometimes it's just a little funny. You just go like hold this for a bit.
Burst, dash up, full screen, into your face, JA, in case you jumped. These guys are playing.
They are video gaming for sure. Oh my goodness.
I know it's a first to three, but come on, man. I mean, I'm taking notes.
Okay, we're going back to characters. Like we've had our fun.
Wait. No. Ignis, your character lock. Ignis, your character lock. You fool. Unless they're gonna say like, oh, that first game didn't count or some shit. In that case,
no, that counted. That's our stream time. So we'll see if they alt F4 quickly or if Ignis is like, yeah, bro, take the dub. I don't think there's any way to reach these players right now, is there?
Can ping them 50 times in the tournament chat.
Any persons on their Steam list? Okay, well.
Oh, I don't. Damn.
Well, okay. In this case, we could just chalk it up to, because like I know Ignis has been around playing a lot of CF, but I don't know how well versed he is with tournaments in general.
I mean, he was at Outlet last year, but I think that was his first tournament abroad. So I don't know. He is a young fella.
He's a young fella. I think.
Wait, Ignis has seen the message. He just said, "Oh well."
Oh well.
So
okay.
Did he accept having -1 point?
Yeah, both of it. So neither of them had an issue with it. So we let it slide this time.
I mean, if that's what you say.
Okay, yeah, Panda doesn't mind.
Because Panda doesn't really mind. So. then that's fine with me. Else we would have to break it apart. Give Panda a point. So let him play.
Yeah, we wouldn't have to break it apart. You just give Panda the point and move on. But nevertheless, right? If both players, if Panda consents, then here we are. The burst already expended by Ignis. Now we're just trying to play the slow neutral out here, where Ignis is looking for any touch that he could look to convert into Curse. Finds the mix-up on the empty air dash into the low.
CA manages to find the timing, but he's still cursed. Tries to stall for time. Oh, you don't have time to actually to swing this around. This combo's gonna take too long. You need a super. And yeah.
I mean, the thing is, like, you have... No, like... Yeah, no, there's nothing really Panda could do besides OD. Like, you could super. I mean, it's like, what? Just
he would have to go for like a reset into Voltado, I think. That's the only way he could have swung around. But of course, it's a very obvious OD, like, very obvious mix-up.
Yeah. This Duo's BIOS doesn't stop time. It just... Like, you have that freeze where he activates it, but then that's it.
Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, that time Panda activated OD a little bit too late, so Ignis still died.
Oh, yeah, so you can see the time tick on through. Oh, we're going for the hero burst here. I mean, granted, it is Arakune who can very much just completely just suffocate you in this bug pressure where it's like, all right, we'll just burst to the last health. It don't matter. You're stuck in this corner now. Time to do 4K every hit.
As we say in the business, winnable.
Winnable. You can already see it starting to mount up there. 3.1. Go for that next mix-up. Guard Crush it again. Able to bait the burst out. Unfortunately, drops the conversion there. We see the CA come out. But nevertheless, I think that's still a victory for Ignis, even if he loses the round, because like he managed to get the burst from Panda at a very late position, which winning it now only leaves him at 10%.
And he managed to, like, despite that hero burst, he managed to stall the game long enough that, like, you know, he managed to regenerate quite a decent chunk of OD.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Now, round apiece to both players. Also, a reminder to everyone watching, this is winner's final, so it is a first to 3 that's being played out. Nice. Oh. Curse has been found. Going to be converting into the corner and immediately... Okay, going to keep it rather short here. Finds the Guard Crush. And now we're going to see some of that Arakune damage. Just look at that! Why does the bug do so much? It's that one bug, really. Was it? I think it's...
the debug? The one that hit a billion times?
Debug, yeah.
Yeah, debug is the one that falls from the sky, healing a billion times. C-bug is the guard break, I think?
Yeah. A-bug is the little blob that flies in. B-bug is the launcher. No.
The B-bug is the one that bounces, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, debug is definitely the one that just, like, vaporizes you, and you're just like, why? And it, like, has that uppercut portion as well, where it just leaves you hanging for so long for the freeze, like, follow up afterwards. For him to do it all over again. But it's fair. It's fair because he has bad defense. It's fair.
He has a bad defense, whereas Abare turns into a TOD.
Oh, good, baby. Nice.
Oh, wow. That was actually fuzzy.
Patience. Oh,
nice.
I think that might have been a slight call out on the IB there. Saw it and it's like, oh, wow. Free window to just get a throw. That's sort of one of the more interesting things you can get in Central Fiction is where people can capitalize off of blind IBs. Because they do, you do reduce the amount of block stun you hold, but that does mean that it's a little bit of an easier time to get things like throws or the fact that it doesn't give you so much pushback, where you get the infamous, I think it was a 2 dB from Kagura into the command grab. If you IB the hits, he's close enough to just command grab you for it.
Yeah, that's an interesting counterplay I was not aware of at the time. But like, yeah, usually what you do is if they do like Wyvern 2dB, you just IB the 2 hits of the 2dB, and like, you can check the like you can punish it, and you can check the armor of 5DA with a low button, right? But Kagura can like time his command grab in a way that it frame traps, and it's like unattackable flipper throw. It's pretty funny.
Subrashi.
Truly, the layers of this lasagna.
The layers.
Oh my god. Meanwhile, you're trying to block Arakune air dashing in your face, and you don't know if it's a fast fault low or an overhead.
how it goes. Good check though on the wife there to immediately send her pack in real quick. I think at this point, like, you can see Sir Panda's very content and waiting out on the screen. Like, maybe you might just want to try and RNG the clouds out that you get the tracking one that hovers around on their body.
Mm-hmm. Can you actually summon a cloud with a one out?
Yeah, you can recycle them. They do.
Okay.
Like, the existing cloud disappears and you just poop out another one.
Panda is content with just blocking these spiders. Bios goes the wrong way. Ignis chilling.
Oh my god, I almost had that mad confirm there that JB hitting from behind. However, wife is now disabled for the time being, but still, this is a very awkward position for Ignis. Nevertheless, gets that falling JA. That's going to be the curse conversion. Going to keep it short, I expect, because, like, yeah, they're going to see the craziest thing because the JA scaling doesn't really incentivize you to full-on cash out the curse gauge.
Alright, burst at the end of the curse. Bios to stall for time.
Yeah, 5 seconds on the clock. There's still 100 meter on the side for Ignis, but he's just like, yeah, man. It is what it is.
We got timeouts. I know this game started with a timeout, but yeah.
Timeouts do exist. It's definitely one of those nicer surprises where it becomes a really big factor, and it does seem to happen more often when there are characters that have a lot of movement in their kit, or like they're very movement centric. Is a better way to put it. So you get your like Hazamas, your Taokakas, even like Arakune to the extent where there's a lot of stall in the gameplay that can happen, and that just lets time eat away very quickly without you noticing.
Yeah, it's a cool win, external win condition. If you're available to recognize it, and of course when they recognize it, then you know it's they're gonna get more aggressive with their approaches, and that's like it's interesting how the game changes.
Yeah, for sure.
Right.
Here we go. OD pop. Want to get a little bit of unburstable damage running, but once you drops it, but it was more so about the wife recovery, I think.
Absolutely. And because of that, he's able to harass with her again. Ooh, gets the Getter Heist. Venom to recharge. That's very high.
Yeah, just send him away.
Oh my god.
No, wasn't able to block the 2C in time there, and that's going to be the RC to try and push on further. Getting that curse available, launch him all the way into the corner, and here we get the blender started. Good block so far, but it doesn't end just yet. It's an overhead, the guard crush.
Still, he managed to survive a decent amount of time, so he's actually managed to avoid a decent, like most of the damage, but he's gonna get recursed because of that enhanced cloud. Burst just a frame too late.
Still gets the BIOS out, looking for the clash, and cancels it appropriately into the sweep. That's a really good stuff there, Ignis. Goddamn, actually. Hold up.
Using the body invo to actually like clash with the doll and then use a teleporting 3C right after. Oh, what now?
Up.
No, to the clash this time because it's the overdrive enhanced one.
Yeah, and then unfortunately, using the burst rather late is going to put Ignis in a bit of an uncomfortable position that can only really be remedied by completely winning this round. What? No, okay, not completely winning this round because that does put you on set point, but still with little burst. It's just one of those cruel natures or like cruel factors of life where burst gauge happens to recover faster the more you get owned rather than the better you perform, except for active flow.
Yeah, you can try playing towards active flow by like IBing a whole bunch and maybe doing a CT or something. But it seems like he regenerated most of his OD. The question is, can he? Yeah, he does survive. So it is going to be available. Pops it to no avail, no curse build-up at all, so Panda's going to be taking this, almost pre-win. She's gone. This is a heroic round for Ignis to take.
Yeah, he's just really throwing out some moves to try and get the chip kill, and as well as hoping to catch Ignis lacking there, but in the end, it's going to be the JA that's going to do the trick on a perfect, no less. Sir Panda now, one game away from that grand finals, and Ignis unfortunately hasn't been able to really find his footing since that first switch to the Arakune, where we did see some very dominant performance, as I think Panda is starting to warm up to his habits a little bit.
Mm-hmm. It's definitely interesting. I've never seen these two characters interact. I haven't seen the BS interaction between these two characters, but it's interesting the layers you can probably try representing as Relius. If they're gonna teleport, you can try checking the space for the teleport. Because it's a 3C, right? It's a 3C, not a dash. So
right.
There's only one place in it can go.
Oh, Ends up on the same side of the burst bait to go with it. This is already quite a heavy disaster. Popping the OD there, trying to recover the wife gauge. Looking to send out the 2148. Finds the second deployment. However, the appropriate jab there from Ignis is going to deny her a presence on the screen a little further. But we do see Panda really aggressively spend the wife gauge there. And now just poking out, waste a bit of time to get that wife gauge recovery.
Ooh, just meaty with a 6D. Keep it safe.
God crush. No funny business this time.
Yeah, so many things to look out. You're thinking, is it gonna go overhead low, and then he notices you're not burying it. Oh, let me just guard break you.
I mean, the thing is, it's like Panda really waits quite a long time behind the dual bios, really not trying any overheads or such. So there's definitely a response possible from Ignis, and we do see towards the end when there's a bit more gaps between the combo from dual bios that we see the 6B clash into a 3C attempt follow-up. Oh, late air dashes.
Oh my.
Yeah, quick resets there. Able to build up a lot of damage. Oh, wait, what?
Interesting. He tried to swat the bug away with the Y, but got cursed regardless. Alright, the wife will keep the bugs busy.
Yeah, I was able to just barely find that hit before the bugs were coming in to bail out their master. And now Ignis, trying to play it as patient as possible, jumps away from the command grab. Japan, unfortunately, just standing still for a little too long. Is going to get scooped up here by Ignis now. Stangening Curse and very low on HP here. I think, yeah, one final reset to do it. Venom, not going to be enough.
Okay. Set point both players. I don't know why Panda felt the need to press taunt, but it's Panda. We love him for that.
True. One of these days, it's going to look really cool and work out, and then he's going to get hella high fives from the community.
I forget. Did he try to taunt on Fenrich?
No, I think he was way too locked in for that.
I see. Spin through, deny the curse buildup. Trying to displace the Y for harassment. Meanwhile, Ignis is trying to restrict his movement to build up the curse with the cloud. No! Block on the overhead! That's gonna be it for you! Oh, well, okay, never mind.
One last time? Oh.
Okay!
Damn, it worked out this time.
It actually worked out. The 2D taunt, making the CA whip completely. Alright, I see you, Panda.
That's so tough.
Oh, man. It doesn't help that Relis's taunt is so disrespectful.
Oh my goodness. It's just, I mean, we can thankfully see the times where it really doesn't work out, and it's just like, oh wow, he looked really dumb for doing that. But then you just need to clip one of these out of context and be like, yeah, Panda does this all the time. He just hits aura moments just like that.
This doesn't refresh for me. Oh. Well, that's going to be... Let me check. Yeah, so that's going to be Ignis waiting on loser's finals, but it's going to be waiting on the winner between our next match between Shikes and Dullahan. And while we wait on that gives me a moment to shout out good man Toki with another $20 contribution to the pod, giving us the big 100, which means it's going to be top 4 payout. Big thanks to Toki, as always. Consistency king, dare I say.
Truth nuke.
Truth. Well, how did that become like a thing that people say? Like one day I just started seeing like GIFs with people throwing the true emoji around. It's not even an emoji, it's like the Morgan Freeman true thing. I don't get it.
I got booted from the lobby.
Same.
It hasn't started yet, thankfully, so I think we can slide on back. I don't know. It's a funny one. I like it. I've seen it abbreviated to Trook recently.
Oh, I don't think I managed to get into the match in time. Damn.
Did they start? Oh dear.
It shows them in battle, yeah.
Oh, these players, no respect.
Well, let's see if they actually will see the message. Will they actually go through the playing out the entire thing? In which case, we have a lot of time to time to work on our filibustering, bro.
Yeah, we can talk matchup here while. See, I'm seeing it on the stream because Hoon's still in the thing. But
oh right, like, yeah, but like it's
delayed.
It's mega delayed.
Yeah. At the very least, like I think this is it's one of our more interesting matchups, right? Like in the sense that both of these characters very good potential into one another, have their very solid points, very weak points. For the most part, though, I think it's going to be slightly catered towards Hakumen because there's still a couple things that is very much projectile based for Tsubaki, especially when we think about the banana super, which has been such a very powerful neutral skip that Hakumen just cuts and goes like, yeah, nice 50-meter, buddy.
I mean, you say that. I would actually be inclined to maybe think the other way around, mostly because, like, Tsubaki is like very sticky and she can like, you know, try smothering you. And like the thing is, like yes, Hawkman has higher highs, but Tsubaki is insanely consistent. She will basically kill Hawkman in 4 touches in every game, I think.
Sure. I do think though, like the consistency is going to be in damage for sure compared to Hawkman, who is like resource based in his cash outs. But I mean, similarly for Tsubaki, she still does have some of these sequences where it's like, okay, it didn't really matter that she had her stock or not. But being that she has these self with cancelables normals that do have a few gaps in between, it does really open up a bit of space towards Hawkman to get his parries in between there. So he can suddenly steal entire sequences away from you.
Oh no! I just saw what happened on the stream.
Yeah, that's a little rough. The back dash getting caught out by 5C. Ugh.
And like I mentioned earlier before, right? That was just 5 COD. Obviously you cannot confirm 5C or hit OD like that, I think. So that was just 5 COD for the pressure, but like, you know, oh, you got hit. I guess I win. I can't stop winning.
Let's go gambling. Oh, falling JTC. So look at that. Just solid pressure all around. It's like so far it hasn't been necessarily like too crazy. Like, oh, this is like pure Hawkman gap, which just leads me to believe that there's just several things that goes evenly between these two, and then just the few funny interactions that Hawkman has, being Hawkman, lets him like come out on top in the matchup overall, I feel.
Okay.
Oh my god, Agito.
Oh no. Oh god, the whiff cancels, auto-correcting, I am still shocked by that. I mean, I get it, that's a consistent rule across the game, but why do whiff canceling...
It's not even a consistent rule across the game, because Mai can whiff cancel, but she doesn't autocorrect.
Huh.
Fun fact, keep that in mind.
Yeah, I'll remember that. Because, like, the way I saw it is because, like, Gatling's autocorrect, so whiff canceling is like a whiff Gatling. That's how I imagined it.
If I'm not mistaken, even she doesn't autocorrect on hit even.
Oh, maybe I
have to check that out again. I'm not sure.
Implementation of her chains.
Yeah, I mean, Hoon's right here. You could help us out. Does she autocorrect on hit? We'll give him time.
I think it's fighting fires right now.
That's fair. We'll let him focus on that. But yeah, I think in general, like I'm with cancels, sure, but they don't need to be autocorrecting.
Yeah, I really wish they didn't. Like
it just feels just feels very panicky from the opponent to just be pressing like their whiff cancel. They go like, well, I'm good all around in this situation because like, oh, what are they gonna do? Whiff punish me?
Either way, it seems like Dullahan has been having a really consistent time with keeping Cheg's box like that, you know?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think one of the things is like, can you really expose the fact that Hawkman has some very weird strings for his pressure that you can then try to open him up, or?
I mean, Chex is definitely not afraid to DP in the middle of your pressure if he has shown it before, but I don't know. Dullahan is just like choosing the right option. Maybe it's a player thing, like if these people have played each other enough.
It could be, but I think like we're also just seeing Chex not blocking a wake up, just holding a 2-way and immediately the confirm coming out there from Dullahan. So
also, did they just do the second game without going back to the lobby?
Yeah, they did, but it you know, it went by. I mean, it's hard to interrupt them in the middle of the set.
True.
Some people just kind of want to be locked in.
Yeah. Well, you guys had a little bit of like delayed commentary. That is unfortunate, but what can you do?
Yeah. Well, that gives us time to talk about the next matchup, which will be Dullahan versus Ignis on the Arakune. And it's weird. I think it's like, it depends a little bit on 2C. which is bad as a normal.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not going to be the craziest type of anti-air that he's looking for. So maybe he's going to try to play a little bit more in the air, trying to go for the Fly Swatter JC or J2A, something like that. Because
I definitely think it's going to be a game of J2A. Because like just how active it is, just interrupting the bugs. If he finds himself in a position where he's cursed.
I think when he gets put in the bug situation, he does have his drive to try and sneak something, but for the most part, you're not going to be squeezing a normal. Like the moments we see Ignis with curse, it's not really accidental and neutral. It's full conversions into the corner. The times I think we've seen neutral bugs has been off OD.
True. And you just said like, he could try squeezing stuff out with his parries and like when bugs are out. He is able to use like the frame 1 2D, and he is completely invulnerable throughout the entire catch animation. Yeah. So it would be up on Ignis to like call that out explicitly, and obviously then you can start mixing in 6D and whatnot. And we've seen that Dullahan was willing to gamble on it, but there's also the fact that he can do stuff like Renka out of it, and that Renka will be completely invulnerable.
Right. Yeah, we'll see how Ignis runs it, but yeah, already we see the drive being represented, but I think with the projectile trigger, it doesn't activate. It seems to be the case. So,
with the projectile trigger, what happens is he still parries it, but he's invuln, I believe.
I think the attack is invuln, so he just did the parry, and then did no follow up afterwards. So the parry expired, and then he just got hit. So I guess that goes when you need him. Yeah, but is able to secure that burst out from Ignis. However, a little too aggressive with the J2C. Ooh!
Oh, he didn't realize. I think that was 2-1-4B. The weird move where he like walks at you and then teleports back. He thought it was going to be a delayed move, so he did Yukikaze, and Ignis actually got away with murder there. But doesn't matter as Dullahan quickly charges in and just gets a hit.
I think it's more that Dullahan got away with murder. The fact that he whiffed Yukikaze into no punish.
I mean, 2-1-4B has a lot of recovery, but yeah. That's fair.
That's fair. Okay, I suppose.
Yeah, I think the correct way, if you recognize 2-1-4B, is like you have to like IED at it, which is like, sure, it's weird, but sure. Also, try the 2D, cancel into the... Oh, nice blocks! Yo, survived all curse!
Yeah, I mean, for the most part, right, he's creating these weird invuln positions and also sacrificing a few of the Magatama he generates from getting these successful parries. The TRM setup, let's go!
Yo, intentional TRMs, let's go! Tries to make something happen with the shark, not today. Mech's coming out tomorrow, I think. Is Mech tomorrow?
Tomorrow, Wednesday, yeah.
Okay. Oh, because the spider,
that's tough.
And the pickup too, let's go, Dullahan. Okay, now he's in that situation. You saw neutral bugs, but the duration was too short.
Yeah, however, like the next curse, like initiator, he can get on block. Nope, never mind. Not gonna be the case. The 2-1-4A being sent out. Dullahan with the confirm, able to secure that first game against Ignis.
Damn, all I will say is like, that was still impressive patience from Dullahan, because you saw Ignis do something like 2C, or like it was misspaced. It was always gonna be punished. RC obviously implies I'm gonna start pressuring after. And then he baited the parry. I was like, damn, bro. You've been playing Under Night.
Fair enough. Yeah, Agito IBs it, but unfortunately, still doesn't leave you in a position to try and challenge into it. I think was looking for that 5C like before, but this time the interaction not going in the favor, but finds a counter hit throw instead, and that's going to be the full curse on the table. I'm surprised to not see the burst out from Dullahan. Just shows the confidence that he has in being able to survive the sequence nevertheless. You can see him already kill a lot of time.
Chooses to do 2D into Yanagi. He decides to pay that two Magatama just to have some safety time against Curse. Ooh, parry not working out. That's Curse again. Ooh.
Yanagi for sure as an option is there to kill a lot of time, as you said before, like you see so. But should Ignis kind of overextend himself ever so slightly, you can probably reasonably see him just like slam him into the ground afterwards. Oh, nice cut.
Yeah, avoids. Oh, and the back combo off the Oh my god. I was so hyped I forgot what the name of it is. Fumajin, there you go.
Yep.
Ooh, okay.
See, able to survive the OD curse, finds the low. We try and push the damage as far as possible. However, running out of Magatama. Maybe an Agito for the Oki here. Purple throw attempt is one final cheese to see if he wins out and flies in, doming him. Good stuff here from Dillahan, making that comeback.
Yeah, stealing that round at the end when it looked so grim with the Yukikaze being baited. Cinema.
Absolute cinema.
Ooh,
oh, the IBs, but there comes the counter hit. Overhead, finally, you can get a clean conversion off of the 6B when on counter hit. But now, Ignis finds himself a little opening here, and there's the full curse apply, but we've seen Dillahan so expertly navigate these situations. Finds the Yukikaze cancel, still though.
And I know you mentioned earlier, like, you know, how even like super heavy OD characters probably still want to burst Arakune. Dillahan is not a, like, he definitely has been holding on to the overdrive every single time, going for the robbery factor.
Yeah, I think I think he had the test initially against Ignis, like, can I survive this bug sequence? And you can see that he's been consistently been able to deploy 2D into the Yanagi cancel to just kill a lot of time, because usually with Curse you could loop 2 whole combos off of it, and if you can get if you get 1 debug in there, right, that builds up so much damage for yourself.
Yeah, not to mention, like, you know, being able to shut down that 1 combo, that also means, like, oh crap.
Oh, slight execution error.
Ooh.
Yeah, sadly, a very awkward position for Hawkman to get a punish on a whiff burst.
Oh my god, the guard point. But misses the opportunity to curse.
Ooh, throw whiff. Nice 6A there in the air. With the patience, just low profiling right underneath it. Knew that some shenanigans was going to happen there. Baits out the burst to go with it as well, and that should be the curse on the table. Can Dillahan survive another sequence? There's going to be this 2D there. No Yanagi cancel this time, though.
He did not have the meter for it. He doesn't have any resource to work with. He might not actually have a chance to go. That's double super.
I'll do it. Okay, Ignis tying up the set.
Yeah, when that burst happened and it just completely whiffed, I was like, that looks so bad. It was honestly felt like an unwinnable situation, and yeah, Ignis was able to pilot that all the way to a dub.
Yeah, something else that Ignis is also doing very smartly that we haven't given him the credit for is that, sure, we see things like 2D, Yanagi, we occasionally do Yukikaze cancel, is that he hasn't really been overextending his own body in these mix-ups. Like, there are some very active frame type things that Arakune can deploy to get these mix-ups running, but typically he keeps it very safe in between all these bug mixes that has let him kind of just slip out from these reversal situations and even kind of close the gap to regain pressure or even punish.
Meanwhile, we just saw Agito clash with the bug.
I mean, projectiles.
I know. It's just so weird.
Ooh.
Extension with the Agito, running very low on Magatama. Gonna secure himself the Agito knockdown, but he's completely out of juice.
Oh, the full bat swing. Let's go. That's the kind of gas that Hawkman players just dream about. They see that move, they see the potential behind it, like, one of these days I'm going to get the full charge and they're just going to die.
It is funny, like, yeah, that super, once you block the initial hit, there's only the laser hitbox, so a lot of characters, they can get their, like, most impractical dream starter.
Yeah. Sometimes you gotta be careful, though, that you don't accidentally just extend your hurt box first. Like, try to punish that with Ragnar 5B, see what happens.
Oh god.
Here we go again. You know,
alright, but of course, this is not over yet. This is losers final, so it is a first to 3.
They should give Hawkman full charge 60 that clean hit sound from that Junpei has in Persona 4.
Persona, I was thinking, as soon as you said bat, like, you know, bat swing, I like, in my head was like, and
it goes twink. Something I also really find impressive from Dillahan is, like, typically we see Hawkman's full bait of just like, let me go for the funny full full Magatama kill combos, right? Shoutouts to Seijam guy.
Oh no, that's cursed once again. You don't want to get cursed off a blue beat. Though he managed to survive like half of a timer. No mix-up.
Yeah, just a little bit of patience, waiting it out. Unfortunately, gets scooped up yet again. I'm going to go bursting before Ignis is able to escape the curse penalty where he cannot generate any new curse. Finds the match on the 2B no less. Side swap, push him all the way into the corner. Quick. Oh, trying to chase down. A lot of Magatama spent for this type of interaction.
Oh, JC finds his mark. Good air throw. That's going to be a decent amount of damage.
Oh, goes for it again. And wow, Ignis learns pretty quick. Because really what that JA to purple throw is about is for people that tech with throw OS.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, so you just
I thought it was just people that like they see you lunging at them, and so I'm gonna air throw just in case they did it.
Yeah, that too. But it's like mainly for people that like to. Is this a desync?
Oh, not sure. It could just be Hawkman putting out buttons.
It could just be Hawkman Arcune matchup. Okay, that's a very intentional 2C into the party bug.
Alright, let's see this bug sequence.
Yeah, okay, it's not a desync. Okay, that was just a really AI type scripted situation. Ooh, okay, finds the hit. No cancel though, just wants to wait out the time. There's also burst on the table from Ignis still. OD being spent, no curse though, so I'm gonna be able to utilize the bugs. A bit of panic, I suppose, trying to hope for a little gap he can try to bash on through.
Yeah, I was definitely expecting to find something, but Dullahan gave him nothing to work with. Oh, not the raw Zantetsu!
Yeah.
Oh, this is looking like a desync, actually. They're mashing the hell out of the... I think the Zantetsu ended it. Damn. Okay, so it was actually desynced.
What? That looked...
It looked so weird for a while, but...
I mean, it looked so real. Was it desynced? Or, like... Did it, like, desync towards the very end? Who knows? Because, like, everything just seemed to line up. Like, even the pressure sequences were correct. The bug sequences were correct. The raw Zantetsu was like, yeah, that's believable. And this combo is a bit interesting, but sure, we'll take it.
Damn, we will never see the end of it unless they record a clip. Damn, bro. But I am gonna go out on a limb and assume that Dullahan ended up taking it. Just gonna wait for confirmation of that. Yeah,
the fact that Dullahan's the one that's still in the room is it kind of, I think, tells enough.
Yeah, we also see the fact that in challenge is Dullahan that ended up moving up against against Serpanda Grand Finals.
Yeah, something. So before I got removed from my train of thought about Dullahan's playstyle is that he really likes to play on the edge with the Magatama, like constantly spending it in some way or another. So we rarely see really massive cash outs. Like at most, he's always hovering around 4 or 5 Magatama, but never really exceeding beyond that to get the real big, like Seijam guy type highlight reel moments where you just TOD your opponent.
Yeah, like, you know, he guessed that you could cause it with 8 Magatama and overdrive. I'm buying a webcam, getting it delivered, booting it up, just to get my fucking face in it, bro.
Shoutouts to Asugi.
That didn't start. No, that was Mugen, bro.
What? That was a raw wake up Mugen? Yeah, it was. But I mean, like, just the fact that in Asugi's defense, right? Like, the whole round was a bit of a disaster, and he just happened to generate all that Magatama, and he just said, you know what? We just ball out. Let's see what happens, and he just gets an accidental highlight.
I mean, legitimately, it is a genuine thing. Was like, depending on how the match is looking, you may think like, okay. Especially if you're like a touch away from death, like a genuine straight hit away from death, like I'm not winning this clean probably. I need to cause chaos and hope to run away with it. Which is all I do nowadays, which sucks.
Oh boy.
What happened to playing clean?
It's it disappears the older you get. There's like that young period of time where you're young, full of energy, you're reacting to overheads, it's a really cool time, you can do all these crazy execution stuff. Then that starts wearing off, and you start focusing more about cleanliness, right? Mastering the game. And then you get too old, and you're just like, whatever, we just want to have a little bit of fun with the little time left we have on Earth.
Yeah. Like, life's too precious.
Life's too precious to be IBing.
Life's too precious to learn the 6 different ways to counterplay Izanami, alright?
Sometimes you just gotta ball out and hope they mess up their Oki.
Pretty much.
I'm
blocking Carl. I'm not blocking Carl. I'm mashing DP and block Sun. Whatever happens, happens.
You can't as now to do is enhance your DP in an RC and you will just tear through ribcage.
True. Ooh, nice conversion.
And Dylan pretty much been on point with this so far. Good IBs from Panda. We do see him trying to escort him towards the corner, but ultimately gives him just enough space to summon out Wife, and the sequences are going to be started. I think this is a very unfortunate one, because the main thing that you'd like to see represented on Hakumen is those projectile cuts, is just not available in this matchup. But a beautiful 2C canceling for the side swap here. OD just to push on the damage a little further and generate that Magatama. Purple throw, but it's okay. We just take the space off of the tech anyways.
Oh, God!
Not a desync this time, surely.
So I think Dulohan found the magic ticket, which is just stand half a screen away before doing Zantetsu.
Yeah.
Or maybe he was using the camera trick. Like, as Relics is falling, the camera obscures the fact that Hakumen's on the ground doing Zantetsu.
I think that, but also I think it's a bit more impactful maintaining a bit of distance between your opponent, because they can see you standing there and something's about to come out from your opponent. Either going to try and press, they panic, try to move, and it's just that exactly then they least expect to get clipped by Zantetsu.
Alright, buying his way in with the wife. Oh, that's such a cool pickup. I like it a lot. The wheel into the IDJC.
Ooh, get out of here. Ooh, the chase down in the air. The TRM, and that was an OS attempt for sure. We saw the barrier flash.
Tried to burst the Zantetsu a little bit too late. Did he try to clash with 4C?
What are we doing, Dylan? Oh my god. We're trying to cut the doll? That's not a projectile, boss. Oh, no, we're bursting in disjointed pressure. It was such a clean round to start things off with. The drop, the reset, still mashing out, looking for Zantetsu.
That's not a Zantetsu. Okay. That was like 3 this round.
Oh, wait, can he kill? Oh my god. That's clutch.
So
lucky out at the end.
That Hotaru refreshing air action is always allowing you to double jump there.
Yeah. Ooh, extending the active frames thanks to hitting the wife there, but still, it's going to give him a bit of space to try and set up the doll. I do like that he prioritizes going for the drive into the wife. It's a bit of a risk because it's still, a free approach from the side of Panda. But I think it's just one way to generate Magatama since he can't cut meter, or since he can't cut the projectiles.
Yeah, the only thing he can cut in this matchup is the scissors, isn't it? That and like Venom.
Yeah, that's true. But there's not really going to be too much of opportunity to get those going. Ooh, interesting tech option in the chase down by Sir Panda, going for the aggressive burst. Likes the screen position is that, but the dual BIOS. Yeah, once you see that pose out, you can trade all you like. The wife is still coming out.
I wonder what Luan's going for. Maybe he wanted counter hit 5C into like Yukikaze or something?
Could be. I think he just happened to press that 5C a little too late, so it did hit, but he couldn't cancel in time.
I mean, he also, I think, was expecting it to clash with the doll, it just didn't. Spacing was off.
Okay, interesting. JC able to hit from behind. You can definitely see him playing it a little slower now that he has a bit of that life lead. Trying to just burn a bit of time, and the TRM, the massive patience, and I think just winning out on top of an OS attempt.
Alright, the summons to build some space, tries to regenerate the wife. Reset into the Zantetsu. This has been the name of the game for Dullahan. All this damage.
See, I was talking about how blockable Zantetsu is, and you got some of the premier players in EU getting opened up by it. So I hope footage doesn't surface of me getting hit by it and I get put into a whole like clip sequence. I hope Vivi's not here.
I mean, let's just say there will be one or two Hawkmans that I'll play. You may want to watch your toes or watch your head.
I'm already deep in discussion with Kenfully to make sure my comms are locked. And I will not be playing no Blaze.
Wow. Are you bringing your stream like IAD box?
Oh, I could the IAD box. It's better now. It doesn't blow up. I brought it to like crossover. I got the TRM. I brought it to crossover and Hessen Crash. And there went really well. But yeah, I'll be too busy for this time around. So we'll see if community gets streamed, but that's not our problem. We are BlazBlue main game enjoyers.
Gotcha. Ooh, tries to make something happen with the JTA. Nothing there. Good ideas. And the air throw right after the jump cancel, very smart.
Man, you know some shenanigan was about to follow.
Yeah, Dulan spent a lot of meter trying to get that hit, and nothing came of it.
OD pop?
Oh,
no, Taro, but not able to get the confirm off of anything, but still, Zot! Ow!
It's all been happening all day!
I guess the 21 frames. Like, I genuinely believe it's a very blockable overhead despite being 21 frames.
I know, I agree!
He holds that sword, but damn, Panda.
Agree.
Come on, dog, don't let him... Is he just getting hit by it, like, just for the agenda?
Or like he realized that we were talking about it, he saw, that's 21 frames, I'm gonna stop trying to react to it. Oh god.
Oh. The 5A just hitting a little too high. Unfortunately, not in the blocking animation, so that does always shift the hurt box ever so slightly when you start going into attacks instead. Oh, the OD. Look at that push block. What? Oh, this is party time. As long as he doesn't drop here, he has a bit of OD time left. Looking for that reset, but the patience there from Panda doesn't get him caught up in any sort of shenanigans. Looking for the Agito and whiffs, and rising up for the air throw to get that very appropriate punish.
Finally stops the bleeding from Dulan.
From Zantetsu.
Okay, let's admit it. Yeah, that's what it is.
Like, these interactions are going well, and he just lands one big Zantetsu. So it was like, yo, you want to see the God Starter, by the way? Okay, no, the God Starter is max charge 60, but it's still very, very good.
Well, 3 stars once again available for Dullahan. Will he try to sneak it in?
We'll see. I mean, this might be the kind of thing where, like, okay, no, he still keeps it very consistent. It's not gonna be the craziest amount of damage, but he's really keen on spending this Magatama to make sure that Sir Panda is knocked down Sir Panda is knocked down in the corner, not able to really escape, because Sir Panda does love his slight gaps to immediately do movement.
What the?
Oh my!
I'm sorry, 2C into Zantetsu? What?
Based? Unfortunately,
I apologize for interrupting you, sir, but that caught me off guard, as it did Panda.
All good. Still though, Panda, slight life advantage. We are down to 1 Magatama. The dual bios deployed. We're looking to create a little bit of space, just backing away. Panda trying to run his wife in to do her job, but we just see constant 2Cs and finally able to hit the mark. The chase down, separating Panda from his wife, opting to just burst out. Delay tech, avoiding the scissors for the time being. The 3C sweep isn't enough to get the kill here. The burst way too high. The dirty fireworks, and that's going to be Panda finishing off one game, putting it on the board. I think we've just been seeing some very interesting interactions between both players, right? Zantetsu's just having a near 100% hit rate, and at the same time, I think it's the second instance where Dullahan's tried to burst and he was just too high up.
Yeah, the first time it was against Ignis, I believe. Ooh.
Oh, okay, different set.
Ooh. Yeah. Where does Dirty Firefox come from, though? That had to be planned in advance.
It's what the Japanese call burst whiffs, because of like the fact in Exert you rise up into the sky.
Interesting. Ooh, 2C OD keeps the wife alive. Oh, TRM. Lots of TRMs this set as well. Purple throws well, now that you mention it. Sees it? Oh, it doesn't parry.
I mean, it doesn't need to, right? He blocks it out, and unfortunately, I think there was a slight misinput there from Sir Panda, sending the wife in the wrong direction with 4D, which lets him get that clean 3C instead. The OD being expended, thankfully, being a round up means that should things go a little awry, you at least have the room to recover your burst gauge back.
Of course, Panda always very consistent with the IBs, but is also consistent with trying to catch you falling, which is how Dullahan takes advantage with the JD.
Absolutely. Oh, a bit of a blue beat, slight error. Chicken blocking sets up the overhead. 2A being weirdly active after connecting with the wife there. Slight life advantage still in favor of Dullahan, but wow, that IB, just the patience, gets that 5A anti-air. Meaning air to air, staircasing him down. Zot!
And again!
Zantetsu, it's so good!
You can tell he tried to OD it on reaction, but just a frame too late, instant burst, you hate to see it happen. Air stall with the JD, point blank BIOS. In fact, too close.
Is that what he wanted?
No, because he was doing like 5C.
I think was he? I feel like he tried something else. Like he did the 2D, but then got scooped out from under it. So I don't know, but it's a very, very clean response, right? Flip Rayleigh over to the other side and immediately just swap over, pushing himself further away. But nevertheless, right, that is going to be the reset here. Dullahan finishing the first grand finals with 3-1. And I think there's still plenty of gas left in the tank for him because some of these rounds are close, yes, but he definitely has some really, really solid sequences against Panda.
Well, for sure, he definitely looks a lot better than he did back in Winter, earlier in Winter side. But yeah, let's see if Panda actually ends up changing gears and whatnot. Because so far, it definitely seems to be that Dullahan is looking better and better.
Most certainly. So maybe Panda also a bit of a loser side demon, right? Now that there's no more safety nets, you gotta kind of lock in, can't have too much fun trolling. Already going for the micro dash 3C to start things off with, as well as being able to slide under the 4C. It's a very good call out for 4C start.
Yeah, though didn't dash quite deep enough, so they both end up whiffing, and not much happened of it.
I think if he tried any deeper, he would have gone like clipped on the run attempt.
Mayhaps, because Relis is a tall boy. He actually has trouble low profile like quite often.
Okay, good blocks. Nice throw tech as well. 4C quickly sniping Panda there and forcing the wife to despawn the Agito. Getting a few stray hits here, forcing the counter assault instead, trying to hit and get the trade going. But man, the way he can set up these staircases with such disjoints to punish you for attempting to press something has been a really strong suit from Panda overall. Oh,
guess that air hit 2C, but no counter hit, so no pickup. Ooh, speaking of counter hit and pickups, Panda secures a nice little 3.3.
Oh, that could have been a pretty big disaster of a 2D. Thankfully, it whiffed.
Oh my god, the spacing. Is the spacing.
It's the spacing. Yeah, I can't blame him on that one because that's wanted to hit from like the moon.
Ooh. Oh wow, that's a full pickup too.
Unfortunate little drop there, but it's a-okay, right? Sometimes this 30 frames of invuln that you get to tech with is your undoing as you see your opponent do a big normal whiff, and then it's just like, wait, actually I'm still plus in this.
That's good. Usually you used to just seeing JC like nothing because it just sends them flying away, but if you're just close enough to the wall, I've got these Zantetsus, bro. You know, Panda might just be old.
Might be, but it might be also the same thing you were talking about earlier where Panda's so close to getting the OD on the Zantetsu, but just that slight timing error is causing him to go for the instant burst instead. We do see quite a heroic burst coming out from Dullahan, looking for the Yukikaze, but gets scooped up instead for his attempts, and now both players are going into the final round of Game 1 with that 10% burst gauge.
Yeah. Very nice by Panda to like fake the IED in with like, you know, just doing the JC a bit too low so it never becomes active.
Yeah. Oh, jumping over. But has to be careful, right? Sandwiching yourself between Rayleigh and the wife is a very tricky situation that you have to try and wrestle control from quickly or suffer some really hellish mix.
And then I didn't realize he gets all of that from counter hit JD. He has to unsummon to keep the wife alive. Yep.
Oh.
5A IAD, you probably know what throw is coming. The question is TRM or not. Finally blocks it! He did it!
Trying to IB it? No, right?
All I know is this time around, he chose to just block it, so like, you know...
Oh, he IB'd those, both hits.
I definitely had times, like, I don't know why. I cannot explain it. Oh, this OD's a little bit too late. Oh my god, that's a block, he got a break.
Bonk.
In fact, he got hit. First game of the reset goes to Dullahan.
Yeah, so a little closer than Dullahan's probably comfortable with, but nevertheless, right, he's able to clutch it out these situations despite a few missed parry attempts there. We did see Panda like sharpen up his timing a little bit to focus more on parry callouts, but I think in the damage race overall with some of these big swinging haymakers that Dullahan's able to secure.
I mean, yeah, every single Zantetsu that connects, even if like, you know, bursted right immediately after, that's still so much damage. It's an expensive mix-up to attempt, but goddamn when it works.
Yeah, it's like basically throw damage, isn't it? Like 1.5k, something ridiculous.
Zantetsu itself is like 2k, I think.
Yeah, it's a grip for sure. And all that effort for just 2.7. However, it would put him in the BIOS mix, see if he can survive it. Unfortunately, repositioning, setting up these left, right, back into the corner you go. But now we come into the very scary position with the Hawkman. He was just stab blocking that the whole time, expecting a fuzzy.
Oh, gets the command grab, easy kill. Bit of a drop at the end, but we take those, of course.
Yeah, I can appreciate that Sir Panda kept that very, very tight as to not suffer any sort of reversal shenanigans, because a full stick of butter, right? Max 8 Magatama Huckman is something to definitely be very scared of.
And even if, like, you're trying to be patient and say, oh, I'm just going to block it out, you can just spend all of that juice just trying to, like, extend pressure.
Yeah. One Zantetsu, try two. Oh, nice. 5A mash, able to escape. However, no full conversion. Still look for that 5C. Not really exploiting the most of the lack of wife situation. Takes the purple throw. Dylan's throw reactions have been very nice.
You saw him with the air throw into JD immediately. This time, Panda didn't bite. Gets a raw 2-on-4C for his troubles. This is a huge starter for Relius.
Oh.
4K throws the Yukikaze. Dullahan is starting to look like he might be cracking.
I unfortunately left the lobby. Or, like, left the match.
I got you.
I mean, it's the end of the game. See if they hit rematch or if they go back.
They're going straight back in.
Yeah, okay. They have to be a Discord stream finish.
I got you, bro.
Thank you, thank you.
The wheel of fate is turning. Rebel 1.
We're not pressing the right button?
Hold on.
There we go. Early start for Panda. Resets into the overhead. Gonna be cornered from this one. We'll have to unsummon though to keep the wife alive.
Ooh. Currently the stream is kind of failing on your side.
Oh no.
Can you restart it?
Ooh. Let's try that. Change stream. This. Wait, am I streaming the browser? I am, aren't I?
I don't know. It just says video is just disconnecting, so unfortunately, comms a bit compromised at the time being. Very unfortunate.
Okay, what about now?
Let me see. Give me in. No, I am just looking at you've been disconnected.
Oh boy.
Oh no, I'm in.
You were in? Excellent.
Okay. Sorry for all that.
Look, bringing back the scuff, man. New year, old me.
Old game would be like that sometimes. So just get compromised commentary, but good blocks. Look at that 3C. Oh,
tries to gamble with that 2D, but Panda also gambling on the Ledley.
Yeah, 5C looking for him to crack. But I think we could see a little bit more patience coming out from Panda, where oftentimes we do find these really big counter hits on the side from Dullahan, but now it's just like, okay, we need to just slow down ever so slightly. We can definitely get our hits in when we have Dol deployed and we're running all kinds of basically mosquito pressure where we're flying all around you.
Yeah, and also like we're definitely seeing Panda represent a lot of the strengths of Relius now. Is been doing a lot of 4D anti-airs, like completely safe anti-airs, and like doing stuff like Venom 2D, like just being plus after reversal. But yeah, finally, like it seems like Panda, like how we're used to seeing him.
Wow! Not the Zantetsu! We can never count out the Zantetsu, I guess, and
the great equalizer in this one.
Yeah, okay, does clutch it out in the end, because it's a very scary situation, which I agree for Sir Panda to constantly play to back away from his opponent and try to invite him to overextend and get the punish that way, because knowing Hawkman, with the amount of Magatama still remaining, he could definitely cheese out a quick victory there to bring it to a final round situation. But now, Sir Panda, one game away from taking this bi-weekly tournament. See if he can stick the landing or if Dullahan is able to recover some that really good momentum he had going in that first set.
Ooh, that delay on that 5B. Tries to make something happen with the delay 6D, but no, Dullahan not biting. Guess the TRM.
Yeah, that was a very interesting JB he got when air dashing in, because it hit the wife while Sir Panda was in lead lay, but that just extended the active frames to catch him on the exit, which made him counter hit punishable.
but didn't combo that to the 6C.
Oh,
RC to extend, gets the double overhead. That must have been Hotaru, bro.
Yeah, a little Hotaru error, but nevertheless gets a rising JB. Finds the throw. The burst is still available. It's going to be propping it nevertheless. Jumps straight in. Big counter hit. Gets the conversion off of it. Will find the kill. And Dullahan now with a chance to equalize the set here. Still with the burst on the table to Sir Panda's 10%. We're looking mighty fine. Let's see how this round start option starts.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Just dash up throw like it's good. Like it's Guilty Gear Strive almost. Oh, air throw on the side of Dullahan instead. Yeah, but good read on the TRM attempt. Which is interesting. Last time Dullahan did that JA 5A reset, it was an instant throw, but this time Panda correctly read it was going to be a TRM.
Yeah, that's definitely. I mean, the correct option overall would be to just react to the throw, but if you want to try and play the reads game, where is he going to go for TRM setup this time or not? Ooh.
Spin.
Yeah, I think you need to escape, but just don't walk up overhead. You're not ready for this. And the OD caught to recover wife.
Yeah, because of that, he manages to recover almost all of her. Yeah, catch is completely safe once it procs. Yanagi frame trap with the Renka. That's going to be Dullahan tying up the set.
Dude, it's so raw when he just scoops you up and slams you into the ground. It's like, ooh. It was also like this, just the grunt he makes off of it. Beautiful. I can see why a lot of people just really like this character.
Like, it's a really cool move.
Yeah.
But I also really hate losing to that move.
Oh, of course, he just comes flying in, says, try something. It's like, oh, you tried something? Die.
Doesn't help that it's, like, if he has resources behind it, it's like, whew, that is a fun amount of damage.
The party never stops.
Ooh, pick up off the 2D.
Yeah, we do see Dullahan trying to challenge into the wife there, just to hope to kind of clip her and have her be disabled from play for a bit. But some of these moves do have her be in an armored state where, yeah, you just get hit on the recovery of your challenge node. But wife is disabled for the time being. We're looking for the Agito. Still finds the JC, the side swap.
Unblockable!
Boom! It's the unblockable. Look at that damage too.
What are you doing?
Panda, we're getting eaten up by gimmicks? Okay, how do we get out now?
You may want to...
Panda.
CA got off of me. Pick up off TRM. Not this time.
Off the purple throw. Both these players are so ready.
Oh!
The late burst still being baited out there, and Sir Panda, I don't think he's going to get the kill.
What the hell?
Was he trying to be too spicy with a side swap?
I don't know. I mean, he was extremely close because that was like, you know, an Air 2C pickup, but yeah. Dullahan is now on tournament point over Sir Panda.
This is very, very scary indeed. Okay,
good patience.
Expecting the staircase. No! Still the 5D active enough to wait out to the throw whiff into the 2A press. However, looking for that 5C reset. Unfortunately, doesn't quite hit the mark. Both players are dancing around one another, but it's going to be Dullahan coming out on top with Panda back still towards the corner of the Jade. 2C connecting, stagger pressure. Zantetsu, chicken block this time. I guess,
you know, yeah, fuzzy block, but he manages to avoid manages to stay his head.
Okay, good defense. The patience jumps away from the throw. The wife is disabled for the time being, able to find a quick fly swat. JC, the 2C whiffing, but opting to go for the reset instead. The 2D finds its mark. The burst is still on the table, goes to the purple throw. We see Dullahan trying to invalidate the burst as much as possible, but here we go. Dual bias. What kind of interaction do we have ahead of us?
Okay, so checked if he was gonna do, what's his name? Yukikaze mid-string. Guess the low overhead.
Burst. He feels himself in a really good position here, keeping Panda this low in health, but rolls in to the meaty wife setup, and that is going to be final game, final round between both these players. 0 burst available for Dullahan to Panda's full burst. He's going to make sure that everything counts here and try to get that burst away as soon as possible.
That said, though, Dullahan finds his way in. Blue beat 6A. Panda rolls out, but Dullahan retakes the corner.
Oh, gets hit by the drill. Patience here, trying to jump away. Escapes from the interesting lead-lay pressure. Just dancing around them, but the patience from Panda is rewarded with the anti-air. Unfortunately, not able to get the re-jump combo going. Clashing, able to cancel in time.
He IB'd the Enma, but was not ready to punish it. Gets clipped by Zantetsu instead.
making sure to dance around the wife. We've seen before that Dullahan has attempted to press into it, but now just trying his best to avoid it for the time being and to find a different angle for approach. Venom coming out, swapping sides, trying to deal a bit of damage, let that wife recover up, and push him all the way into the corner.
Yeah, but half this round is gone, and Dullahan is regenerating burst.
Yeah, but
he might actually be able to use OD. Active Flow will definitely secure that. Xander to block!
When it counted
CA, get off of me, buying some time. Meaty 5B, burst on Dullahan.
It's available. 214A comes out, able to get the pickup thanks to the counter hit. It's not going to be the kill just yet. Final interaction here for Dullahan. Otherwise, it's going to be a round against Scoop at the very end. I don't think he's represented that all set. And Santa, saving the treasure for last, is able to clutch it out in the grand finals reset. 3-2, being crowned your BBUO Bi-Weekly number 34 champion.
Bro, you can definitely say that was all clutch. That clutch muscle was activated at the end. Like, Panda definitely locked in. You saw him choose the correct option over and over again. And in fact, play around threat of OD, threat of parry correctly. And like, you know, maybe he was just playing around, but goddamn, Dullahan brought that to the very wire. He was one good read away.
Yeah, I think, like, most importantly of all these, you talk about the clutch gene, of course, where Sir Panda was eating Zantetsu after Zantetsu after Zantetsu. And finally, he blocks one of them at the critical moment that he needed to, and was able to secure the entire tournament thanks to it.
Damn. That was a good ass set.
That was a good ass set. Show this to all your I mean, there's somebody I know who picked up CF recently and is looking to play Hawkman. I know what I'm showing her, so it's up there. It's up there. Some really good decisions being made. Some very funny ones. But even like the purple throws, right? They did have their little purpose to them, because I think it was just an angle where Dullahan was like, I'm going to try and conserve Magatama here. I'm not too keen to spend for Agito and go for the Oki. Instead, let's just do purple throw. If he techs it, sure. We fade away a little bit. We are that JC distance. That's what they try to aggress. I can still check them for it. It's small checks like that you could still leverage. No, I mean, should they not match the reaction check, they just hold 1.5k damage for fun.
Yeah, and it's actually like, it's funny how you said like, oh, you know, I'll just throw him and it'll be fine if they tech. It goes the same both ways. Quite often you'll see Aurelius just do a purple throw. It's like, they don't care if you tech it or not, because they're all about stalling time, you know, to regenerate the wife and whatnot. So it's funny how like both characters kind of want to purple throw the other one. But also I was gonna say is like, I have never seen this many TRMs in one set.
It's I mean, I think it's more so the fact that it's a very, like, it's a rare sequence you can see that somebody deliberately sets up these reset situations in the air where they air dash after you to try and get that throw out. It doesn't come too often, and it's mainly, I think it loses to like air back tech or air neutral tech. I'm not entirely sure, but it's not too common that you'll see it happen around. So it's not something that somebody can be entirely prepared for, but it's good on Panda that he caught on pretty quick to it. Even Ignis, right? He started seeing like, oh, okay, that's a setup that he has.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. There was some really nice matches. Holy shit. Well, before we end today's stream, we made it to $100 again. Thank you so much, Hyexel, Yuker, and Tuki for your contributions. We didn't have codes this time. I don't know what's going on right now. I'm gonna talk to Maturino. We're still partnered, so... Well, maybe there are no codes for us right now, so... Whatever,
well,
whatever the reason.
Fingers crossed that gets sorted out.
Yeah, I think so too. And another announcement, the special event had been moved 2 times because of a DDoS attack, which Steam suffered as well, and we had issues with certain players, me included, who weren't able to start games anymore, so it'll take place next week, 7 p.m. CST. So, same time as always, but next week. If you want to join Outplayed,